Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this presentation of the 239 Hockey League Season 15 Championship Series. I am joined by SO. He'll be joining me throughout this broadcast as we bring you games 1 through 4. Super Kick Party taking on the Money Puck top seed against the 3 seed. Teams have already located each other here going into game number 1. So, what are you keeping an eye out on as we head into game 1 of this best of 7 series?
I really feel like there needs to be a split tonight if BTW's crew wants to get this series taken care of. Dan's team's been so hot, man. I'll tell you, the resurgence of Sober Enough. That is a thing. That's a thing that. Listen, this is his best statistical season ever in this league, and I don't know, Farbsy, about you, but in my experience, you don't get better with age. You usually get worse. This guy's getting better.
All right, well, we have this game going in just a moment here. As you see the teams getting started, I'll be back in just a second. Oh, actually, we're good to go. So, the teams are on the ice. In the white jerseys, that would be the 3-seed Money Puck. In that black, mint, and pink is going to be Super Kick Party as things get going here. Super Kick Party 8-0 in this postseason. Money Puck 4-2 victories over the Philly Flyers and Corona in their first 2 matchups. So it'll be interesting to see if Money Puck can earn a split tonight. In order to do that, it starts with picking up the first postseason win over Super Kick Party so far in Season 15 as we are underway. Again, Super Kick Party in black, they are going up on your screen. They will for games 1 and 2 tonight. Money Puck in white going down on your screen. The chance of that wraparound and just could not get it to go. Huge opportunity right down low, but that one just did not get tucked in the way Money Puck was trying to get that one in. Just kind of an unfortunate break there for them.
Yeah, I think I'm way behind you. I just saw that. Yeah.
Quick one-timer right off the face-off win, and a quick glove save is made. And we'll get a whistle as B-Crips hangs on for the stoppage. And just a couple moments into this game so far. So Super Kick Party with the first Money Puck with the first established momentum in this one here. So we'll see what happens. Quick spinning backhander towards the net and ripped wide. But nice job to keep that one in the offensive end. The 3-seed putting the pressure on the top-seeded Super Kick Party, something that they have not had to face very much this season. DeMart playing it up to the point. Chance stepping in with some space. Cortez, quick down low, and the shot hits the post. Opportunity for DeMart again as he scoops it up. Bang pass off the boards. Cortez for DeMart. Sharp angle shot right into the glove of Yin, and he makes the save and hangs on for the whistle. So some back and forth action so far as each team with very quickly established zone presence so far in this game.
Couple of big
BTW
saves.
Huge on both ends. Both of these goalies coming up big as they've been tested early on, and that's something that depending on the goalie that you talk to, some like to not really have to face that challenge. Some want to be tested early and get that rhythm going, especially when you're playing a 4-game series. It's just kind of a personal preference, right?
Oh, for sure. I can tell you B-Crips is one of those guys. He wants to see pucks early. He doesn't want to be sitting there in, second period seeing 2 shots. He hates being cold.
Chance for Money Puck trying to push that one towards the slot, but that one intercepted by Swag and moved out of the zone for Wizzy War. Now this is Sober Enough, moving in, just stepping in, and got pushed off the puck as he tried to approach the goaltender Yin, and now the rush moving the other way. Here's a chance, breaking in, and then a good job on the back check by Cortez, getting the stick in there and poking it free as that shot from Money Puck whistles wide. Chance from up top, Hall of Fame gets it in deep, but it's scooped up there by the defenseman Swag and played up for Sober Enough. Cortez moving, trying to get out of the zone, gets it over for DeMart, trying to play it back. Cortez will have to chase it down, and resetting as we're past the halfway point here in period number 1. Scoreless here so far in game 1 of this best of 7 series. Games 1 through 4 coming your way tonight. Nice steal right at the point. That was well done by Knife and played on ahead, but a nice job on the back check. Quick turnover. Opportunity. One-time feed, and the save is made by B-Crips. A huge shot on goal. And coming up big with that stop was B-Crips, you said he likes to be the one who kind of likes to get his feet in there early and get tested a little bit to find a rhythm. He has been given plenty of opportunities to find that rhythm so far.
But you see how calm he is? I mean, very, very little bit movement in the crease for B. Cripps. That's always been his MO, and it's always worked for him for many years.
Wizzy in the corner, moving along the goal line now down below to DMart and back again. Wizzy towards the right side corner on your screen, played up top. Cortez banks it in deep. Chasing it down and making that steal was Hall of Fame, and it moves out of the zone. Here comes BTW, centering. Oh, that feed towards the boards. It was a little out of reach, trying to find BTW, but it was just a little off the mark. Good intercept, though, in that long pass attempt by Cortez. Quick shot got deflected and trickles a little bit wide. Long shot from the point. That one also a couple of feet wide of the net and ends up in the corner, and it's played out of the zone. DMart, chance, breaking in, trying to feed it maybe for Sober Enough. Sober Enough will scoop it up down low. Quick shot from Wizzy, and that one whistles wide into the corner. Soft backhander on goal, maybe trying to generate a rebound chance for Sober Enough. But Yin will cover up for the whistle with 3:21 to go in this scoreless first period.
Good pace by both teams so far.
Defensive zone draw one. Well done there by Money Puck. And now played it into the offensive end, but they lose it there. Swag moving up. Rushing in with Wizzy, but just has to chip it in deep. They'll have to give it a little bit of chase, but it'll be Money Puck just moving it out. That long breakout pass, well read and played by Swag, but here's still a quick chance, a quick save made by B. Cripps. Opportunity now as Knife loses it, and it will be moved out by the captain, DMart. Couple passes and DMart back with it, trying to get it in deep. Gets it for Wizzy. On that face-off dot, he's knocked off the puck, and Money Puck will move it out of the zone. Final 10 seconds. It's in real time. One last opportunity for Money Puck, but the puck poked back to center ice. Knife scooping it up, maybe trying to move it up, but he's just going to hold it as this first period comes to a close. The score remains as it started. It is 0-0 after one.
Yeah, my period just ended. I'm going to try and pull this up on something else and sync with you a little bit better. But good pace by both teams right now. I think DMart's team's taking it to them a little bit more. I like what I see from the goalie, Yin.
That was some pretty solid numbers. A good record for the year. You take a look at the shots on goal, 4-3 in that period in favor of Money Puck. The hits difference is insane. That is 10-3 in favor of Money Puck. Not something that you typically see for a team that also, basically split the time on the attack. It's a little bit in favor of Superkick Party, but typically you have to not have the puck to throw that many more hits than your opponent. But they had about as much offense as Superkick Party did, and good established zone presence as well for Money Puck in that period. So interesting to see them in the lead in shots on goal and a 3-to-1 ratio, better than 3-to-1 ratio when it comes to the physical play. So teams switching sides, still going up on your screen is Superkick Party as we are underway here in period number 2. DMart entered the zone but immediately lost it. Crispy picked it up and plays it on ahead to the left winger. That would be BTW. Play down low, quick chance, the puck loose, and it's tucked in but waved off immediately. BTW had that feed right down low, and it was just pushed in by Young Buffalo, but they're going to wave that one off. You see the referee right on top of it in a good position, and that will be no goal. An unfortunate break for Money Puck. Face-off, though, remains in the offensive end. We'll see if they can respond quickly. Face-off won by Wizard in the defensive end. And now DMart receiving that pass will exit the zone. So a tough break for Money Puck, who manages to put the puck in the back of the net first, but it does not count as it was waved off, I believe, for incidental goalie contact.
Yeah, tough break. I'd like to see that one count.
DMart, big steal. Chance, Sober Enough, down low to the backhand, and a big save made by Yin right on that steal. Good job by DMart on that play, getting that started and just making that quick pass. And Sober Enough just knew what he had to do, just darting down the slot, but a nice save by Yin.
Yep, another good save by Yin. These goalies are playing really good positionally. So far, they're the stars of the game.
Quick shot and a goal. Moving the other way. That is how you respond when you have one taken off the board. You just get it right back. OBT Dubs. That is a 1-0 lead for Money Puck. Fantastic job there of staying with it. It is a difficult thing to do when you have a goal taken off the board, especially when you are the underdog in the series, as Money Puck certainly is in this one. They're going up against a team, again, 8-0 postseason record thus far. So when you get that 1-0 lead, as they try to make this a 2-0 lead really quickly, spinning it around but just pushing it through the blue paint was BTW.
That was a nice move by BTW.
Very impressed with the way Money Puck has responded to having that goal pulled off the board, but Wizywar feeds D-Mart, and that one stick to the corner by Yin. Great job by Money Puck here in their response in staying with it. They have not seemed to lose any energy from having that goal taken off the board, and in fact have built off of the ability to have put one past B-Crips. They have now put two past him to make this a 1-0 game after, of course, the first one was pulled off the board.
And that's big, too. A lot of guys in this league used to say if B-Crips got rattled, that's when you could really take advantage of them. So far, though, these playoffs, we haven't seen it. No one's given them a test.
Wizzy in the corner, playing it for D-Mart and back again. A lot of play beneath the goal line here. Wizzy trying to just bank it in front to Sober Enough, but it hit the side of the net and was moved out of the zone by Money Puck. Hall of Fame will play it back a little bit wide of his goalie Yin, and played by Crispy. Moves across his own blue line and the red line. And why not? The other blue line as well, but he's finally knocked off the puck by Cortez. And then Wizzy making that long pass up for Sober before he has the puck taken away. D-Mart re-entering the offensive end. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in this second period. Pass over for Swag. Quick shot. Puck loose right in front of the blue paint, but it was knocked away as D-Mart could not get the shot on goal. Bang pass up. D-Mart laying it back for Wizzy, and then for D-Mart, who gets destroyed. And now a chance the other way, but a good job staying with it by Swag, forcing that puck wide with that poke check. Can't clear the zone, though. Played down low. Good intercept by Cortez on that feed, and he gets it up for D-Mart. Chance for D-Mart. Now moving towards the corner, banking it up top for Cortez. Spinning for some pressure. Long shot at the pit in front. Get recovered nicely and hanging on with 3:30 left in this second period.
That was good defense by Swag. Good transition by Super Kick Party. They couldn't get it to go, but they're knocking on the door.
He looking one back on the right side for him to do it for play, but he loses the draw and quickly moves the other way. Maintaining possession of the corner. It's loose in front. Shot taken. Saved by the blocker of B-Crips.
Another great save by B-Crips. And let's see if they can turn it into some transition here. That's going to be icing unless he beats it out, which he does.
That Omaha pass attempt was read well. A good job by Sober Enough just to at least beat out the icing call, but could not pick it up. As a quick shot generating a rebound chance and just covering up is B-Crips with 41.5 to go in this second period. A really good chance, but that puck moving a little bit too fast on that breakout for Sober Enough to scoop it up and turn that into an opportunity. So quickly, we saw it go back the other way. Offensive zone draw one, and ooh, that feed. Good read by D-Mart on that play, just getting to that passing lane immediately off the faceoff and knocking the puck out of harm's way, because that could have been a difficult shot for B-Crips to stop. Quick chance in the final 2 seconds, shot on goal. B-Crips will cover up and play it to the corner as time expires. One goal scored in the period. It's the 3-seed Money Puck with a 1-0 lead over Super Kick Party.
This is what they had to do, Farbsy. They had to come out and they had to establish a lead. You know, this is a tight game. Super Kick Party's carrying the play a little bit, in my opinion. But, hey, look, they have a 1-0 lead. They got to see if they can build on it. Don't rest on your laurels here. Pop another 1 or 2 on B-Crips and seal this thing up defensively.
Interesting, when you look at the time on the attack for that period, it looks like only a minute credited to Money Puck, whereas Super Kick Party was credited with about 3 minutes of time on the attack. And considering that Money Puck put 2 past B-Crips, that seems crazy to think that that was the case. But really what this is a case of, as we get ready to start the third period here, is that Money Puck has been very efficient with their chances. They develop quickly, they result in opportunities quickly, and then they either go in or they go out of the zone very quickly. It's all done very efficiently, which kind of skews that number, despite the fact that they are out shooting their opponents by a comfortable margin, as this puck is loose and pushed in right off the goalpost and in. It is a 2-0 lead in favor of Money Puck, as that is going to be knife in your guts, picking up a dagger of a goal.
That's a huge goal by that guy. He had a great season. I noticed earlier, 95-plus points on the season. He's a big player for that team. 2-0.
What an incredible way to start this series for Money Puck, as they have a 2-0 lead now early on in the third period of Game 1. We're in a position we have not been in yet this postseason. Superkick Party needing to try and answer and respond here. Wizzy entering the offensive end with a chance. High slot spin. Try to get it down low for Demart, who just takes that bank pass off the boards and backhands it wide of the net. Wizzy yet again, spinning it back up top for Cortez, trying to find a little bit of space. He'll go down low to the corner for Demart. He tried to get it back, and that one was read and intercepted well by Money Puck. 5.5 gone by in the third period. That one quickly pushed on goal, but B-Crips making the stop. That was thrown as a pass on net, but we're now going to have a power play chance. This is a good opportunity for Superkick Party to try to get something going. It is their first power play opportunity of this game, and the first that we're going to see for either team in this contest.
Yeah, there we go. This is their shot to get back in this. Not like that, though.
Money Puck doing a good job of sending the puck all the way down the ice. When we're looking at regular season numbers, Superkick Party, for a team that posted 58 points in the regular season, not as impressive of a power play as you would expect. Just 17% as they center it here, and Demart tucks it in. Forget the percentages. They're 1 for 1 so far in this series.
No shock. Dan gets it done, gets his team right back in it, jump on the captain's back, boys. Just a grimy goal, had to have it.
Great job there of staying with it. You can see the assists that were handed out there as well. So that lead cut down to 2-1. 2-goal lead, the most dangerous in hockey is the cliche. So now it's a safer lead as it's just been cut to 1 goal in favor of Money Puck.
I never understood that. Give me a 2-goal lead any day.
Yeah, especially over a 1-goal lead. I think it's supposed to be something about, playing as that quick shot goes on goal, but Yin making the save on Cortez. I think it's supposed to be something about 2 goals is just enough for you to get a little comfortable without actually being in a position where you should be comfortable. But, I mean, when you're at a caliber, if you're playing in the NHL, I mean, in beer league, sure.
Absolutely.
In beer league, there's definitely a big difference between a 1-goal lead and a 2-goal lead. Because everybody's like, oh, we're up multiple goals. Who cares? I'm going to cherry pick. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
But you don't get that, as we're going to have another penalty coming up here. And what can they do with the delayed penalty coming? They did go for the extra attacker, it appears. Quick chance to just try to push it in, but Yin made that stop. And we'll get the whistle with 8:14 to go in regulation time. Crispy heading off to the box. He will sit for 2.
And that's a big player to be off the ice for 2 minutes with this firepower for Superkick Party out there.
Defensive zone draw won by Money Puck. They cleared it, but only back towards the center ice red line. And now Superkick Party trying to re-enter the zone. They're 1 for 1 on the power play. Only took 1 shot to pull that one off. Quick feed to Demart down low, and his shot was turned aside. But he's out of position on that rebound. A great fake by Demart takes Yin out of position, and this game is tied.
He's a magician, Farbsy. You've been watching him this whole playoffs, man. He can do some things.
Unbelievable job of setting that one up, just feeding it right in front. And, that may have been a defenseman putting that one in. I believe it's going to be Sober getting credit for that goal. We'll see as they put that one up on the board officially as the puck is dropped to continue play here. We had a timeout taken on the Money Puck side because things have just started to go wrong for them. That one just fed in front and just poked away at.
Everything was fine, but penalty trouble. Penalty trouble. These guys got to stay out of the box. They're probably going to make them pay every time.
So technically unassisted because it was poked in, but Demart with a lot of credit on that play as he has made this a 2-2 game. Maybe the 2-0, maybe a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous in hockey because they had it and now saw it evaporate here as we're back even.
There's merit to your statement.
As we were making fun of it. So, Sober enough trying to chase that one down in the corner, but Hall of Fame just spins it out of the zone And Money Puck now trying to retake the lead here in the late stages of this third period. We're talking about real time. It's about 90 seconds left as we have an offside whistle with 3:39 to go. Maybe a minute and 45, a minute 30, somewhere in that range is what is left in real time here in regulation. Obviously, this is game one of a best-of-7 championship series. This game is going to go until we have a tie-breaking goal. This one played up top. Long shot taken. Good job by Yin just making that stick save. Not necessarily one of the most difficult ones, but when he's given up back-to-back, every save is going to be at least a little challenging. Offensive zone presence. Quick shot taken. A nice save made by B-Crips and a really good job by Cortez just swooping in there and sweeping the puck out of harm's way on that rebound. Sober entering the zone. That shot from the point blocked. Money Puck on the rush. Final 60 seconds of regulation. It is a 2-2 game. We have seen Superkick Party overcome a 2-0 deficit already in this contest. Which team will get that third goal and break the tie? Sober enough trying to back in, but pushed off the puck. Trying to take it away from Knife as he has to chase it back down and make the pass out of the zone. 36 seconds left as Money Puck sets up in the offensive end. Quick feed, shot, and that one turned aside. I believe that was a kick save made by B-Crips as it's now played out of the zone, but right back to center for Money Puck to make the steal. Final 23 seconds. Nice job of picking the pocket by Wizzy and playing it up to D-Mart. Chance on a 2-on-1. D-Mart, feed it. Oh, he got it on goal, but could not beat Yin.
That's a huge save.
Final 7 seconds now here. Money Puck maybe trying to get one last shot on goal. They get it in the offensive end. It's down low, and they made the pass instead of taking the shot, and they don't get one on goal as time expires on the regulation 60 minutes.
Did you hate that pass, Farbsy? Did you want to see a shot there?
It's one of those things where I think that if the intended recipient wasn't as low as he was when they started to make that pass, I don't think it would have been bad, but you got to get a shot on goal when you've got a rush like that in the low slot in the final 2 seconds of a period.
I hear you. I agree. I think you got to shoot that puck. I mean, it's easy to second guess it, and these guys are playing well. They've had a great postseason so far, but he had too much momentum there. I think he carried him behind the net.
So the game is 2-2 at the end of regulation, and all of a sudden, by the way, the shots are 14-13 in favor of Superkick Party. That is a dramatic departure from where things had been after 40 minutes of play. 8-3, the shots on goal in that third period, as Superkick Party responded with 2 goals. D-Mart and Sober Enough picking up the back-to-back markers, both on the power play. They're 2 for 2 with the man advantage.
I smell Cortez. That's, I don't know. It's just a feeling I got right now.
So you're going Cortez on the Money Puck side. If Superkick Party on the Superkick Party side, if you're going Money Puck side, who do you think gets the winner there?
Crispy.
So you're going defenseman.
Yeah, I just feel it.
Well, we will see how that plays out. We are underway here in OT, and it's going to be Wizzy with the first opportunity to try to set things up in the offensive end for Superkick Party. Plays it back. Long shot from the D. That one slowed down. Did not make it on goal as Hall of Fame clears it out. Battle for possession now just between the blue lines, and we'll see is spinning away is Young Buffalo, and he plays it back to one of his defensemen. Stepping in with it was Crispy, but he lost possession, and now a chance the other way. Sober Enough in the offensive end. Spins it back. Wizzy spinning towards the corner. Loses possession, trying to take it back, but that puck, we played all the way down the ice. We will get an icing as BTW was unable to beat out the opposition player, trying to maybe pull off an Omaha pass here in overtime.
Both Swag and Cortez have been activating in this game, I've been noticing. That's why I just feel like a D-to-D one-timer. I can feel it. It's coming.
BTW with the pass back. Nice hit there by Wizzy, and the puck is loose and scooped up by D-Mart. Played back, and now a pass on ahead for Soper, who gets knocked down just inside the offensive end. Couple quick steals, and it's D-Mart rushing in, trying to split between the defensemen, but he lost possession of the puck. Young Buffalo getting back deep in his own zone and making sure that he picked up that puck when it was in the low slot area. Quick chance for D-Mart, but offside. Sober Enough had crossed that blue line a little bit early and could not get back on side as Demart was trying to rush across that blue line to begin maybe a 2-on-1 or 2-on-2 rush. Little D-to-D movement is trying to get something going here. A super kick party. That's Cortez. He'll just dump it in after taking the red line. Scooping it up, though, is Crispy, and he'll start it out. Nice little bang pass on ahead, but BTW overskated it. He will get a feed eventually and then gets knocked down by Cortez just inside the blue line. Battle for possession, and now re-entering the offensive end is Money Puck, but they lose possession. That's Demart with it, crossing the red line. Spins it back for Wizzy War. Gets across the blue line, then loses it momentarily. Scoops it back up, trying to feed Demart in the slot, but the pass was blocked. And now it's an opportunity the other way for Money Puck, who lost possession of it, but it ended up going on goal. B-Crips will just kick it wide. Past the halfway point here in OT number 1. Loose puck all the way back in the super kick party end as Demart scoops it up. Playing it back for Cortez. Trying to move up. He was in just a massive humanity there.
Most certainly. I want to see Demart and Wizzy War carrying into the zone, by the way. Every time it goes to Sober, so I love you, Sober, but listen, those are the two guys that need to be carrying in, and that's not a good penalty right now.
This is going to be interesting now, and you can tell by the camera angle change, Demart is the one that is in the box. So an opportunity now, first power play of the series for Money Puck. Their opposition super kick party, 2 for 2 in this game. Do we have a game winner for the special teams? Feed, Hall of Fame with it. So I'm adjusting to seeing it from this angle here.
Yeah,
Young Buffalo, feed in the center in that one shot. Just why that centering feed looking to get it back for Knife was a little off the mark, and finally clearing the zone was Wizzy.
That's a big clear right there. They were running around their own zone a little bit. They're getting a little jumpy.
Trying to get it back in the offensive end. Good opportunity here as chasing it down was Crispy and playing it back for Hall of Fame, and now down low. Chance, Crispy backing in towards the slot, lost possession, but it was because of another penalty. So for 16 seconds, we're going to skate 5-on-3.
This is the game
Big
here.
Face-off. Face-off 1. Money Puck with that chance. Sends it towards the corner. Knife playing it up top for Hall of Fame. Back to 5-on-4. Quick shot blocked. Rebound opportunity. And it's cleared out of the zone. And Demart was a little bit ahead of things as he tried to get into position for that home run pass. But he had to touch back up.
It's a good play if it's executed. It's a good try.
Money Puck with a chance. Crispy playing it back up top. The defenseman pinching in deep. Here's Young Buffalo spinning it down low. BTW knocked down and off the puck by Sober Enough. Puck still in the corner. Final 35 seconds of the man advantage. Money Puck holds the zone. Crispy with a little bit of space winds and fires the slap shot. B-Crips making the stop and hangs on. 16 seconds left in the man advantage. 4:24 to go in OT number 1.
Routine save for Crips there, but get the big face off, get this clear, and get rid of this penalty kill.
Offensive zone draw is won by Money Puck. They've got another opportunity here. We're now back to 5-on-5, 6v6. One-time feed was blocked in the slot by Demart. Good job just getting down and knocking that one down. Make sure that one did not go on goal. So 2 for 2 on the power play is Super Kick Party. 2 for 2 on the penalty kill is Super Kick Party here in overtime.
Battle of special teams definitely been won by Super Kick Party tonight so far.
Ooh, that shot from Hall of Fame was just sitting there as B-Crips made the initial save but could not corral it entirely. Played out though, and now an opportunity for Demart. In the corner, knocked off the puck. Good job there by Crispy just pursuing him and forcing the puck towards the corner boards. Played on ahead. Money Puck trying to get back into the offensive end. This is Crispy just circling back now at that center ice dot. Demart knocks him off the puck, but it's scooped up by Money Puck. But they will enter the zone offside with 96 seconds left to go.
I'm impressed with the defense of Money Puck tonight. They really haven't given Super Kick Party too much. You know, and they've been flooring people off the ice all season long, and not right now.
Demart with it in the offensive end, knocked down and off the puck. Money Puck on the rush, trying to get it in the zone, but a good job there as it would be Cortez coming away with the steal. Now Wizzy War in the offensive end in the corner. Wizzy just keeping it away from the opposition, then makes a pass just directly to Crispy. Bang pass on ahead, but that's a little out of reach, and that will go no icing on that one as that one was waved off. Final minute of overtime. We are in real time here for this final 60 seconds. We would obviously go to a second OT should we remain scoreless for the next 50 seconds. But here's an opportunity for Money Puck. Cross-ice feed, and that shot was turned aside. May have been a defenseman. It may have been B-Crips. Either way, a big save and a game saver. Centering feed, that one intercepted. Wizzy cleared it out. Good job there by DeMart chasing that one down in that home run pass, getting it back for Wizzy, but he could not get the shot away. Nice steal. Wizzy, feed for Sober, and he shoots it wide, and on the boards had a little bit of space, but could not get it on goal. Final 24 seconds. Sober playing it down low for DeMart. Again, it's Wizzy with a little bit of space. DeMart is down and struggling to get back up. Wizzy knocked off the puck by Hall of Fame. Bank pass on ahead, and they will start it out with 11 seconds left to go. Chance to close out the first overtime period. Can they get a winner in the closing moments? The rebound is there in the slot. 3 seconds left. It's still loose. And finally played out. Quick shot taken and a blocker save at the horn by B-Crips. We are going to a second OT.
What a game.
Both goaltenders coming up huge as B-Crips making a couple of game-saving saves in the closing moments there, as yet again the final 10 seconds are spent in the offensive end for Money Puck. This time, though, they at least generate a shot on goal, a couple of opportunities there to close out the period.
And DeMarc got hurt at the end of that period. That might be something to watch for, too, is this guy, we wait for him to heal a little bit. So that's going to affect his speed, agility, all that good stuff.
Shots on goal now have flipped back. It's 19-14 in favor of Money Puck, which means Super Kick Party had 0 shots on goal in that overtime period compared to 6 for Money Puck. So a lot of offensive chances there for Money Puck. They were 0 for 2. They had a 5-on-3 for at least a little bit of time, but whew.
And they closed
overtime number 2.
Attack gap as well. Close that right up.
That was a really big period for them, but the fact they could not score in an OT.
That's the B-Crips factor.
That is how that goes. So we will see what happens here in the second overtime period as we are underway yet again. Money Puck won that draw, trying to chase it down after that turnover. Big hit yet again. This is going to delayed penalty off a huge hit. This could be it's going to be a 2-minute variety. Sometimes when you see those huge hits that result in the immediate request for a fight, your heart kind of drops for a second as you thought that maybe you're going to lose Crispy for 5, but it is just a 2-minute penalty for interference. But again, no defenseman.
That was right to his head. That was his head, Farbsy. That could have been 5.
Maybe it should have, but we'll see what happens here as Super Kick Party 2 for 2 with the man advantage so far in this game. If they can stay perfect, and on the wraparound they do! Swag right off the draw, circles around and tucks it in, and that is how this game ends. 3 for 3 on the power play, including the double overtime game winner by Swag.
What a play by Swag. I said this defense has been activated the entire game for DeMart's team, and Cortez and Swag, they were sneaking in all game long trying to get something going against these guys. That's a big play. Rough, tough penalty, too, for Crispy.
You look at a game like this, and it's unbelievable because I also am just now noticing that the overtime period is combined. So Crispy's penalty shown first because it was taken at 1:06 of the second overtime. Just one of those oddities I've never noticed before. So there is not a second overtime slot. But, an interesting way to go as special teams playing such a gigantic factor in this game. Without it, it is a 2-0 victory for Money Puck, and with it, it is a 3-2 double OT winner for Super Kick Party. Special teams, absolutely gigantic.
Huge.
In that game.
Huge. They played a really good game, honestly, except for the penalty trouble. And every time they got into penalty trouble, it cost them every time.
So will be interesting to see what happens going into game number 2. An interesting note, Super Kick Party still has technically not held the lead during a game at this point, after game number one. Just worth pointing that out because with that overtime winner, double overtime winner, that's technically not holding a lead. They just won it. It was a 2-0 lead for Money Puck, then 2-1, tied at 2-2 in the third period, and then the double overtime winner from Swag. Uh, that is a very difficult loss for Money Puck to take when you give up 3 power play goals and you lose 3-2 in double overtime. It's going to be interesting for me to see how they respond in game number 2 because as we mentioned, they basically controlled play except when they went to the box. And when they were in the box, it was 100% super kick party and I mean, just total domination from them as they scored a power play goal every single time they had the chance to do so. But it'll be interesting to see how a team like Money Puck can respond after really controlling play, except when they took penalties.
They control the play, but they not only did they control the play, I'm more impressed about how they played them defensively more than anything else. Because it's an electric team with Wizzy and D-Mart. I mean, you saw he had 137 points on the season. Sober is 734 years old. He's not going to make it to next year. I don't think it's probably his last year on Earth, Farbsy. You know what I mean? And he's out there scoring 90 plus points. They had a great offense. They really click. And by the way, if this goes past 4 games, you're going to get to see Novocaine, who we haven't even seen in the playoffs yet for this team.
That's going to be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if what super kick party would look like on the second night. But as of right now,
We don't know.
we don't know. They are now 9-0 in postseason play. That was certainly the biggest test they have faced thus far in their 9 games.
For sure.
Their sweeps over spinning and winning, and the odd Smurfs. I think all 8 of those games combined went a little easier than game number 1 did here in the championship series against the 3rd seeded Money Puck. But it's going to be interesting to see what they could do in response. As you see the teams getting ready, and we got a lot of riding on the pony and some dance moves. As the teams are getting ready. I always like to see which move you get to see the giant eagle flapping bird wings. Always interesting to see how players
I don't like
pick
it. It reminds me of
themselves.
Philadelphia. I could do without it.
Drew Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by S.O. here as we are now underway in game number 2. And Money Puck right off the draw with a quick opportunity as BTW gets it back to his centerman, Young Buffalo. But his shot was blocked wide. Puck is loose right in the blue paint. A good job by the defenseman there for Super Kick Party, just clearing it towards the corner because the animation was not going to help B-Crips on that one, trying to make a stop. Quick chance down the other way. Down low, centering feed, sober enough. Turned aside is Yin making his first save of game number 2.
That's that left-handed shot on the left wing thing there, Farbsy. I don't know if that's been talked about. Not a lot of guys play like that in this league. Righty on the right wing, lefty on the left wing. Sober's one of those guys, and sometimes it costs them on goals.
Nice little spin move by PTW, but completely unimpressed was Cortez
he wasn't
throwing the big check.
Yeah.
Ooh! Oh, that is a difficult one to give up. Just an unfortunate own goal by Money Puck, and that is really tough as Young Buffalo just completely an unforced error just tucks that one in. I don't know who will get credit for that technically, but I don't know what happened there.
It's just an animation. Like you want to point at him and be like, how could you? I don't think that's on him. I hate that. There's just nothing you can do about it.
I mean, long shot now, generating a rebound chance. That puck again loose, and Yin will just butterfly and cover up. 14:55 to go here in the first. Just a really difficult thing. And yeah, I mean, we know the animations can sometimes be tricky. That's one of those situations where I guess the only question you ask is, did you need to skate quite so close as that quick little one-time feed down low from D-Mart is turned aside by Yin? That's kind of the only thing, is that I don't know that he was pressed into going that close to the crease.
No, I hear you.
That's kind of the only
easy for us, right? It's easy. We're not playing in the game, and he's
right.
He's going hard at the puck, and he wants to get it cleared as quick as he can. And whatever the mindset might be. It's just unfortunate. You hate to see that, especially in the finals when you just lost a huge game in overtime. Sucks.
We'll see what response they could do. They generate a shot, but a nice blocker save was made by B-Crips as the puck moved the other way. And now another chance for Money Puck as they exit the zone. 11 minutes, 11 seconds left to go. Make a wish here in the first period as the puck cleared out back towards center, where Money Puck scoops it up and re-enters.
Really like to see Money Puck just get on the board quick. Just erase that and start over.
Generate a couple shots on goal. Here's a chance from the high slot area. Chance for Crispy, perhaps, as he was forced to go towards the boards. Feeds it. That may be a backhanded wraparound try, but didn't get the animation they were looking for. And now a breakout pass the other way. D-Mart skating in, trying to get around the defense. Feed, and the shot, and it's in. It is 2-0 as Wizzy War is going to pick up that goal with 8:34 to go in the first period.
That's a great play by D-Mart to not lose that puck. Hold it, wait for Wizzy to get into position. Wizzy's not going to miss that. 2-0.
That is a really difficult thing to give up as we are back underway now later in this first period. Just how do you respond to something like that?
Right now, they cannot go down 3-0 right now because they're already deflated. They got good leaders over there, though. BTW, Crispy, they're not going to give up. You're not going to see this team give up. I promise you that.
For some reason, I have an ad at the moment. So...
Oh, God. All right. Well, Money Puck is...
there we go. Now I'm back here.
You good? Okay.
About 5:15 to go as that one centered for Sober Enough and played back. So hopefully timing-wise, I'm as accurate as I can be. You never know when that kind of thing happens.
Yeah.
Wizzy feeding it back for Sober. He re-enters the zone. 4 minutes left. Played it up ahead for D-Mart. Now back up top. Long shot taken. Blocked down by Young Buffalo, and he just played it on ahead. But Money Puck unable to enter the zone offensively. Cortez moving with it. Pressured by Knife, but got it on ahead for D-Mart. D-Mart with a little bit of spot. Winds it, fires on a slap shot from the face-off dot, and just rips it past Yin. D-Mart, a huge goal from Cortez and Swag.
Yeah, it's a smart shot. A lot of goalies don't expect it. They're waiting for a pass. They're waiting for a play, and he just rips it. 3-0. It's a great shot.
D-Mart's second of this game, of this period, as he got credited for that first goal of this contest. 90 seconds now left in the first period, and it has been all Super Kick Party to open up game number 2. They've got a 1-0 lead in the series. Quick chance the other way. Rebound opportunity. The puck is turned aside. Nice stop by B-Crips, and then his defenseman doing a really good job stepping in there as well, as we're under 10 seconds to go in this first period. Money Puck will try to start it out, but that bank pass from Hall of Fame was intercepted, and we will go to the locker room with a 3-0 lead in favor of top-seeded Super Kick Party.
That's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to come back from that. And one thing I'm noticing, too, as far as the D for Super Kick Party, they're not it's easy in these games, when you got a 3-0 lead, when you got a goaltender like B-Crips, it's really easy to be lax and start taking chances and stuff like that. And so far, I'm not seeing that. And Swag and Cortez need to keep doing that because that's how you let teams back in. So good stuff so far for Super Kick Party. And, man, that's just a tough start for Money Puck.
Difficult, especially given the way that game number 1 ended. A double overtime victory for Super Kick Party. And now being outshot 5-2. In that first period, but more importantly, being outscored 3-0. The time on the attack, basically even.
Yeah. In
that period. Better passing percentage when you're talking about Money Puck, but boy, oh boy, Super Kick Party just capitalizing on their chances and getting kind of an unfortunate break for Money Puck that resulted in the first goal of 3 in that period.
Farbsy, did you know that Sober Enough is the top-selling merch on 239? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a fact.
I guess that would be, if you're going to wear a shirt, something that would be involved with Sober Enough is Snoop Dogg in the booth.
There he is.
Love it. We were talking before we went live here about maybe saying an over-under for would Snoop Dogg show up before or after game number 2. And here it is in game number 2, the D-O-double-G joining us in the B-double-O-T-H. We've got an offside whistle with 18:20 to go in the second period.
I guess I'm going to have to turn the announcers on, Farbsy, because like I can't share the joy, that everyone else gets because I haven't even heard him yet.
It's it's something that I really liked when it first popped up. I've just Snoop has just joined a lot of games in commentary that I've played in at this point, so I've heard everything that he has to say. As a quick opportunity there, down low for Sober Enough, and unable to clear the zone is Money Puck, but they do on that second chance as Wizzy just lost possession back towards neutral ice. It's a really cool concept to have a celebrity just join the booth, and Snoop did a really great job in the broadcast booth with the LA Kings during a game. I mean, it could have been 7 years ago now. I've lost track of time entirely, but relatively recently.
Hockey guy. I remember that. Snoop's a huge hockey fan.
Blasting slap shot does not reach the net. A really big opportunity for Swag, but a few bodies in between him and Yin knocked that one down. He joined the LA Kings broadcast team in their booth, and it was entertaining as can be. So I'm hoping that they continue down that road, and get more celebrities that are, have been in the booth. As another power play coming up here for Superkick Party off a trip. Going off is going to be Hall of Fame. I want to see Will Ferrell as Ron Burgundy in the broadcast booth. He joined the Kings for a broadcast at one point.
That would be something.
That would be unbelievable. Taking nothing away from Snoop, but Ron Burgundy would just be a nice little, changed up a little bit. You get a little Snoop Dogg, a little Ron Burgundy. Throw in any random celebrity would be great. Former player maybe or something like that. Don Cherry's no longer an option, I don't think.
I don't.
His issues.
Think Rick's going to be in there. I don't think so.
Over halfway done with this penalty kill. Money Puck's done a really good job so far. Chance down low, short-handed. And now we're going to go to 4-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. As for the first time...
They had to do that. They had to kill that.
Yeah, Money Puck had given up 3 power play goals on 3 chances in game number 1. They have killed off one here, and now 4-on-4 with an opportunity, and a 90-second power play is coming up in just a few moments. As DeMart skates it out of the zone, and now... short-handed, we'll just cross-ice, backhand dump that one into the Money Puck end.
Smart play, nothing fancy there. About another minute to go.
Money Puck was 0 for 2 on the power play in game number 1. This is their first chance in game 2. That centering feed looking for BTW with a little off the mark. Good opportunity, good read, but just could not complete the pass, and the puck cleared all the way down by Superkick Party. And we are following DMart's stream, so when that camera just kind of jumps back as we have an offside whistle, 9:52 to go in the second, and 15 seconds left in the power play for Money Puck. That does happen every now and then if you're following someone, when they just DeMart currently playing defense, so sometimes you're not going to get you're not going to follow the puck with the camera all the time here.
We were watching one earlier that I think you and Daly covered the series. It was like the Odd Smurfs, and that one odd guy, he likes to change that camera quite a bit. And we were struggling to follow sometimes, but hey, they got to do what they got to do. I'd like to see Money Puck get a little greasier here, Farbsy, because if you're going to try and crawl back in this thing and get some goals on B-Crips right now, it's not going to be with pretty passing plays, and I think they're just trying too many of them. Get the puck on net, crash, be greasy. That's how you're going to score on him right now.
Nothing doing with either power play chance here, as we are now down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the middle frame. 3-0 in favor of Superkick Party. All 3 goals coming back in the first period. DeMart playing it up top for Cortez. He gets knocked down off the puck, but DeMart will spin it around behind the net, and it's scooped up and played out by Hall of Fame. 6:10 to go now in the second period. Hall of Fame with it. Long shot taken. Turned aside by the pad of B-Crips, and now played out of the zone, at least back to neutral ice, by Superkick Party before they turn it over. Chasing it back down is Money Puck. That's Crispy with it. He's just going to start straight up and play it back. Bank pass on ahead for BTW and then play back in. BTW gets it, but pushed off the puck by DeMart. Cortez with that long pass. Here comes DeMart. Crispy with him. DeMart can't get around him. Good job by Crispy making that steal, just hanging with him DeMart takes it back, though. Backhander trying to tuck it in, and it ends up going wide of the net, just pushed right through that blue paint and towards the half boards. Nice steal. DeMart again. The feed, the shot. That one turned aside as Yin covers up. Nice opportunity for Wizzy with 2:21 to go here in the second period.
This is a big save by Yin. He was deep in his net there, and probably for once, maybe a good thing.
Tie up off the draw will go to Money Puck as they clear the zone. Centered. Knife trying to play it back for BTW, and that one was read and intercepted. Moved out.
Sorry, I was letting you call that, but it's just those plays where you're spinning in bodies right now for Money Puck and trying to make pretty passes, not gonna happen. These guys they're too good defensively. Their structure is really good. That's not gonna happen right now.
Final 2 seconds of the period will tick by without anybody getting a shot on goal, as we will close out the second period the same way we close out the first. It is a 3-0 lead in favor of Superkick Party, and some opportunities in that one, but Knife in Your Guts getting some big hits in that period as well, including that one just right to the back, square in the numbers of the all-Canadian DeMart. Now,
DeMart's been taking a beating in this series. I don't know if you noticed.
It's amazing. I know that he backed into him, but that could have been called a penalty on that one.
Right to the small of the back.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would be like a game misconduct in beer league, but would never actually be called a penalty. It's one of those that should technically be called a 5-minute major in a game misconduct for, checking directly into the back in a non-checking league. But I don't know. It's one of those things that he backed in him, so I get where there's no penalty on that. But oh boy, when you see it just the hit and it's straight to the back.
That's like a WWE,
That's someone running interference in a WWE match. Like, by God, he came out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Chair shot to the small of the back. Quick shot and a rebound chance, but it was just out of reach of Knife in Your Guts. Always got to go to a good old Jim Ross type call.
Is he the best announcer of all time? He is, right? Jim Ross.
For wrestling?
For wrestling, yeah. He's got to be.
I don't know. It's the only one who contends with him is Gorilla Monsoon with Bobby Heenan.
And Jesse was very good with Gorilla.
Yeah, Gorilla Monsoon was an amazing commentator for WWE. I think they're two very different styles. We're going to have an offside warning, so not even an icing warning, but offside on the play against BTW as he touched that puck. And because of the offside, by the way, with that long feed and would have been icing as well. That's an offensive zone draw for Superkick Parties. Here's a quick chance. DeMart taking that wrister, blockered aside by Yin, and now cleared out of the zone by Money Puck. I think that Jim Ross is probably the best broadcaster. I don't take anything away from people who want to say Monsoon and Heenan are the best of all time. I don't think there's anybody else who's in the discussion. Quick shot taken and a nice glove save by B-Crips. It's hard to not
prefer Jesse the Body with Gorilla over Heenan, believe it.
Ooh, no.
No?
No. The Body was a great analyst, but there is... I think there's a discussion to be had as far as Monsoon versus Jim Ross. I don't think there's a discussion to be had as we have another goal scored, this time by Cortez. It is a 4-0 game.
They're activating that D, boys.
And DeMart, again, is going to get the primary assist. So for him, that is his 4th point of this contest, making it 4-0. I think that there is a discussion to be had as far as Monsoon versus Jim Ross. I do not think there is a discussion to be had as far as best commentary duo. Monsoon and Heenan is clearly the best, and the clear number 2 is Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler from the Attitude Era. A lot of Jerry Lawler's stuff is no longer has aged very poorly.
Yeah, sure.
But for the era, I mean, a lot of the Attitude Era
Yeah.
has aged very poorly.
Yeah, I know.
Long shot on goal as Yin makes the stop and hangs on. 11:28 to go here in the third. Game 2, by the way, this is a 4-0 big lead for Superkick Party. They are up 1-0 in the series, 4-0 in this game. Game 3 and 4 also coming up tonight.
They're about to start the playoffs.
Yeah, an incredible run that they have been on. But yeah, I don't think that there's a discussion as far as Monsoon and Heenan are the best duo, because it's not even just them on commentary. Their studio shows, their interview segments are the stuff of legend.
I was I don't know how old you are, Farbsy, but I was,
32.
I did grow up with them. Okay, I'm a little older than you. I'm 37. So
I didn't really grow up on them either. I have grown an appreciation for them in the years since, especially with WWE Network stuff and the best of, and as I guess as sad as it is to say, with the death of each, as D-Mart now with a breakaway chance, what can he do? Trying to push it in, turned aside. He has the puck still behind the net. He's looking for a hat trick here. D-Mart in the corner is going to play it up top for Cortez. As wrestling personalities from that era have passed away, I've at least been able to gain a better appreciation for their work, just seeing some of the best of. And obviously YouTube also, before the WWE Network, was a huge way to be able to watch Monsoon and Heenan, just going back and forth with, it's widely believed or agreed upon as the greatest call of all time is Bobby Heenan on the Royal Rumble where Ric Flair won. And that's a Monsoon and Heenan. I think that they are the best example of the straight man and, over the top caricature in favor of the heel. They are the benchmark of it. And I think that Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler did a lot to that and a lot to build off of it. But and Jim Ross had a lot more longevity too, because JR was a commentator for WCW.
Yeah, more longevity. He's
now
got
for AEW
catchphrases, or just famous call. Oh my God, he's broken.
Yes.
In half. All that stuff. He's got so many of it. RKO
100%.
out of nowhere.
The RKO out of nowhere, isn't that Michael Cole?
Wait, is that Cole's original call?
See, here's the thing, and this is going to be, we still have a long way to go tonight, so make sure you can flood us with some comments if you want. As we're into the final minute here, 4-0 blowout for Superkick Parties. They're about to go 10-0 to open up this postseason run of theirs. Michael Cole is a very underrated commentator, and the only reason he is, I believe that Michael Cole could be considered one of the best broadcasters for WWE if
the other guy
never had if he did not have a headset with someone in the back being in his ear. Because if you go back and you watch, what is the I take it you're a wrestling fan, given that we're having this conversation with 30 seconds left in the game. What is the moment that turned the tide in the Monday Night Wars? What was the moment? It was Mick Foley, Mankind winning.
Yeah.
Do you know who was on the broadcast call for that?
Michael Cole, and it was
Michael Cole. And that is one of the best calls of the Attitude Era.
Absolutely.
I would put that match up against anything else from WWF or WCW in that era. And the reason it's the best is because Vince McMahon is ringside for that match. And not in gorilla position. When Vince McMahon is not in gorilla position, Michael Cole is one of the most capable commentators in WWE history and one of the better ones that they've ever had. And also, his stuff as a backstage interviewer with The Rock. All he had to do was stand there by himself and let The Rock do his thing, but it takes
The Rock put a
talent to not crack. Right.
Yeah.
To not, to have his hand get moved up, as we have now finalized this game. It is a 4-0 shutout victory for Superkick Party. They outshot them 16-7 in that game.
This one was ugly. That one,
yeah. Which is why we started talking wrestling a little bit, because, just an ugly game and a big win for Superkick Party. Up 2-0 in the series. They're 10-0 in the postseason. Money Puck had a 2-0 lead if we recall, at one
Yeah.
point.
Here's the problem. You got Cosmic EA, who might not see the ice.
Mm,
Imagine having that guy on your team and he might not see the ice
yep.
because they might not make it out of tonight. I mean, it obviously goes without saying they have to win Game 3. That's the Captain Obvious. But like, man, I really thought they had to have a split tonight. I mean, a lot of people would think they might have even had to have 3. They can't do that now, but they have to start with 1. They have to, and they have
Yep.
to do it now.
And you can't be facing elimination to close out tonight and then try to be in a position to face elimination 3 times on Wednesday.
And your
You've got
best
to
might not see the ice. Imagine,
right.
like, just that's tough.
There's a big difference in ending the night or in being down 2-1 and being down 3-0. I mean, even if it ends up being 3-1 in both of those situations, if we just
Hmm.
play it ahead and we go, okay, we are going to go to Wednesday and it's going to be a 3-1 series, uh, there's a huge difference in getting the win when your back is not literally up against the wall facing elimination in the game tonight
Yep.
and being in a position where you can go, okay, it's a 2-1 series. You have an opportunity to then close out the night and with the series even at 2. Uh, you There's a huge difference in that, and it's, oh boy, especially if you're going up against a team that has
There,
picked up 2 sweeps
yeah.
in this.
And listen, Money Puck's lineup is going to get much better if they can make it tonight too. That's a good lineup they have out there right now. No disrespect, but it gets that much better when you put Cosmic in there. He's a game changer. I mean, he's like DMart level, no Regretskis, who you saw earlier in the year. There are guys in this league that change the game. He's one of them, and boy, they need him out there. You just win one, get there. Like you said, hopefully it's this one because there's a big
Right.
difference. 3-0 is just it's a lot to come back from mentally. I've seen it done in real life and in video games. I was
Yeah.
in the building when it happened, not in my favor to my team. So yeah, it can happen, but it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, and again, it's also one of those things where, if you win game 3, even if you end up losing game 4, you're in a position where you know that you could even the series up tonight and end it at 2-2.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, hey, if you're a 3 seed and you're going up against a team that is yet to lose in the postseason, 2-2 is probably what you were hoping for entering tonight. This is not the way they would have wanted to go about that. Um, with the way that that this has played out thus far, with that 2-0 lead in game 1. But uh, if you can win this game, I don't think game 1 haunts you. If you lose this game, even if you play on to night 2, even if you get a win in game 4, I think game 1 will haunt them. Uh, I think that that's kind of the situation here. Is that if you win game 3 and you go, okay, then you're in a position where you go, all right, we've got to win 3 out of 5.
Yeah,
Uh, you
that's
know,
much more manageable.
yeah, or 3 out of 4 after that. They've got to win 4 out of 5 now. Am I doing my math right? No, they've
Yeah,
got.
you are. Yep. Yep. 4 out of 5.
It's I don't know what day it is. I don't know what year it. Well, actually, I know what year it is because what other year could it be? But
Yeah. It's
uh,
Mm.
losing track of days and math and who knows. But we're going into a very important game number 3. The team's switching home ice, so now wearing those unbelievable Girl Scout looking white jerseys is Superkick Party. Going in the blue is Money Puck. It will still be Superkick Party going up on your screen, but Money Puck now the designated home team. So I'm a huge fan of the uniform design in this league, but primarily Superkick Party is an absolute favorite with the thin mints color and that on their home jerseys and on their road jerseys. It's all like Girl Scout cookies in like the best way possible.
Yeah, it makes me hungry.
Yeah, I've got the pork chop going in my sous vide, so that'll be ready as whenever we wrap up here.
Excellent.
Put a little, a couple garlic sauces on there, a little Buffalo Wild Wings style.
You
We're
mean
gonna have a
pork
tripping
chops at
penalty here.
midnight, Farbsy?
I'm on the West Coast, so it is only 8 p.m. my time.
Oh, fair enough.
I will be enjoying that on the. Well, I'm not on the West Coast. I'm in Las Vegas, so probably should be in the Mountain Time zone, but we're in the Pacific as we finally have the puck touched, and a power play coming for Superkick Party. That'll be Hall of Fame going off to the box, one of the two defensemen for Money Puck. So 0 for 1 in the last game with Superkick Party with the man advantage, but 3 for 4 for the series as they win the draw on the offensive end and try to build a 1-0 lead. Quick shot taken by Wizzy, and that rebound chance looked dangerous, but was cleared back out, but not out of the zone. Cortez holds it in, but his pass is intercepted, and Money Puck will skate it out of the zone and back to the other blue line before turning it over was Crispy. On the rush the other way, Sober playing it back. Another pass for Cortez. Long shot taken, blocked down in front. Never got through the slot. As Money Puck clears it out, just skating it away was Young Buffalo. A good job there. Just, kills off a lot of time, even if you don't get it all the way down the ice.
Yeah, good play by Buffalo there.
Cortez down low, trying to spin with it. Lost possession, but the other defenseman taking that quick shot. That one blocked. Cortez picking it back up, trying to feed it down low. DeMart shot. Stick towards the corners. We're back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. No goal on the power play chance for Superkick Party, but a couple of good opportunities. DeMart still down low. Definitely an important kill. I did not mean to cut you off there, but an important kill there for Money Puck. Now a chance on the offensive side. Money Puck down low, trying to get on the board first, but a good job picking the pocket by Cortez as he plays it out of the zone. Turnover in neutral ice, but you see a lot of that happens where, you have that possession battle between the blue lines, between the tops of the circles. And now Swag, quick shot taken right into the shoulder of Yin, and he'll hang on for a whistle with 11:25 to go in the first.
Nice little move by Swag to gain the zone there. Something else I'm noticing, too. I don't know how I didn't notice it the first two games. Swag's also a left side. It's just, you don't usually see that, especially 6v6 online leagues like that, I mean, in real life, you see it all the time, but not for
especially for a defenseman. You typically see the offensive-minded defenseman will try to position so their stick is, when they're holding on the forehand, their stick is closer to the boards.
For sure. And that's like over 90% of players in these types of leagues, not just this league, any league. Oh, good play.
Huge chance. And there on the other opportunity is Wizzy just tucking it in. I mean, 3 or 4 chances on that little flurry of offense. Finally, they break through as Wizzy picks up the goal to make it 1-0.
I was about to sass Wizzy for not passing over to a wide open D-mark, but it's in the back of the net. So here we are, 1-0.
And that is a situation of just the quantity of opportunities. You figured that at some point they were going to have to get one, because on that little rush there, I mean, at least 2 or 3 really big chances. And now on another rush, here's DeMart yet again in the offensive end. Hands it to Wizzy, back down low for Sober, spinning backhander, but it ends up wide. With a little bit of space, fakes that shot, was Swag, and then a quick turnover as it's played back to center ice. Superkick Party getting a lot of opportunities here. They did not convert on their power play chance, but they've taken a 1-0 lead here in the first. It's the second straight game that they've jumped out to that 1-0 advantage in the first period.
Well, more of the same so far.
A hit by BTW forced the turnover, but Knife in Your Guts was way offside as the puck had not crossed the blue line when BTW scooped it up and tried to enter the zone. Neutral zone faceoff is won by Young Buffalo, but the battle commences for positioning here as Crispy forced to circle back a little bit. Now the played on ahead. BTW in the offensive end. Forced towards the boards. Lost the puck. Good job by Cortez knocking it away, but a steal. BTW trying to center it. The puck ricocheted off a defenseman and hit the post. A good break for Superkick Party, an unfortunate one from Money Puck as the centering feed from BTW deflected off a defender for Superkick Party and ended up going right towards the goal mouth, but about maybe 2 inches wide of just going in past B-Crips. Another chance, slap shot blocked in front. BTW scoops it up, trying to take that wrister, but Sober Enough was in good position to just make sure that shot never got away. Good job by Swag, spinning away for some pressure. Gets it up for D-Mart. Final 90 seconds of this first period. Long shot generating a rebound chance for Sober. And he is denied by Yin. On the rush, Money Puck. His shot is blocked. Ends up in the corner and now cleared out. Wizzy will send it out of the zone. Long pass. And it's picked up by Crispy. Final 5 seconds. He's just going to kill off some clock here. Intercept. 1 second left. Quick shot taken and juggled by Yin at the horn. We go to the locker rooms. It is a 1-0 lead for Superkick Party after 1 period of play.
These guys got to find some offense quickly. And, you know, one of their more gifted players is sitting over there on left defense, which is Annex Crispy. He can do some things. Now, I don't know if they're going to start to deploy something different because it's, you know, it's winning time, you know, and they need this game. They have to have it. If I'm Money Puck right now, I'm trying to get him the puck, honestly, on left D and make something happen.
Money Puck is going to have to make something happen soon. You do not want to go down 3-0 to a team like Superkick Party, and they were outshot 7-1 in the first period. That is, you're not going to win any games if you're outshot like that.
Nope. See that guy in net at the top of your screen? How many times do you think they're going to score if they get one shot per period?
Are you talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs goalie, or are you talking about B-Crips?
Well, no. If it's a Maple Leafs goalie, that's, well, I think we all know. Remember that time they gave away Tuukka Rask for Andrew Raycroft? That was funny.
Yeah, and the haul that they gave away to get Phil Kessel, and then the little they got back to give up Phil Kessel, then won a Stanley Cup in Pittsburgh.
Ew. Poor guys, man. Although, I mean, this is no Milbury job, let's be honest. But Toronto has had a couple bad ones.
I grew up a Florida Panthers fan, so it's also no Roberto Luongo for Alex Auld and Todd Bertuzzi, and also we'll throw in our top defensive prospect in exchange for a third-round pick, that was a Mike Keenan.
It's bad. Yeah, Mike Keenan. Mike Keenan was the coach here in Boston. I think he lasted like a half a season or a season. I remember being a kid and Keenan came to coach the Bruins, and I was like, hell yeah, Mike Keenan. You know, he had some stuff, and he was miserable. Ugh.
Mike Keenan's tenure in Florida is, I don't know how unique, but I would have to think is pretty unique in the world of hockey or in sports. Mike Keenan was the head coach of the Florida Panthers, was fired as the head coach as we have a quick turnover and a chance down low. B-Crips making a nice stop and covering up, 16-32. And then just for good measure, knife in your gut, just making sure the puck can physically go into the net behind B-Crips after that whistle.
Make sure the force field back there, but it can.
Yeah. Young Buffalo looking to win a draw here in the offensive end, and I'll get to the story in a moment as the draw is won by Superkick Party. Mike Keenan was the head coach of the Florida Panthers early in the 2000s, in the aughts, if you're going to go with that expression. I don't know if there's a better one for the zeros to open up the 2000s. And he was fired as the head coach after a couple seasons or a few seasons. He came back. We're going to have a delayed penalty and a power play opportunity for Money Puck coming up. They are 0 for 1 in the last game, 0 for 3 in this series. So a big opportunity here if they can break through with the man advantage. They do win the draw. Quick opportunity. Hall of Fame. Setting up down low. Rebound chance. It's loose in the low slot. That shot turned aside. Another opportunity. And that one denied by the side of the net. The puck still loose. Pushed through the blue paint and wide and cleared of the zone by D-Mart.
B-Crips just calmly tracks that puck across. You know what I mean? A lot of goalies would flinch there. Not him. He just tracks it slowly. Gets there. No problem.
Crispy gets down low but loses possession, and Sober Enough will take it and clear it out of the zone. 40 seconds to go on the man advantage. 13:30 left in this middle period of game number 3. I promise I will get to my Mike Keenan story in just a moment. Here's a chance 2-on-1 down low, and they don't get a shot initially, and then they rip one wide as BTW couldn't hit the net.
Just
back to 5-on-5. Back to 5-on-5 and 6v6. Money Puck trying to get something going here. BTW forced off the puck, but it's held in the zone. Chance, slap shot blocked. Good job by Wizzy Ward, just getting in the shooting lane. BTW rips that one right into the blocker of B-Crips. Puck is still loose behind the net of B-Crips, but finally moved out of the zone. As Sober Enough, his pass was intercepted and played right back in. Money Puck just a lot of pressure right now as we're halfway through, but then that errant pass was trying to get it up for Crispy, but it ends up all the way back in the money puck zone as they will reset and start back up.
Yeah, I was going to say, finally some sustained pressure from Money Puck, which is what you like to see. They got some shots on net. Let's see if they can keep that going here.
And that shot on goal results in a goal for Knife in Your Guts as this game is tied. A beautiful set of passes to lead to that goal by Knife.
Beautiful passing play. Tic-tac goal. Nice goal by Knife.
Crispy and BTW picking up the assists on that one. And this game is tied in the second period. First time we have been tied since, well, the overtime periods of game number one. Tied other than at 0-0, obviously.
Odds?
Yeah, at odds, yes.
Yeah.
I believe it technically, if you're talking about just straight 0-0, it would be not or nil. But it's the decade is referred to as the aughts for some reason. Quick shot and a rebound chance to Sober Enough. And just like that, the lead yet again belongs to Superkick Party. That is a difficult one to give up for Money Puck.
He couldn't get off his keister. You see the goalie. I mean, he could not stand back up. Cost him. Makes the initial good save, and then he just, look at him. Yeah.
That's rough. And it'll be Sober Enough picking up the goal. D-Mart and Wizzy War picking up the assists. 7:03 to go in the second period. And once again, Superkick Party with the lead as we have an offside whistle almost immediately off of that face-off at center ice. We'll see how Money Puck can respond here, because they did respond to being down 1-0 to tie things up. They're now down 2-1. Maybe a response, well, a response certainly in order for them, but here's a rush the other way. D-Mart the feed, and it's 3-1. Sober Enough, back-to-back goals here. Makes it 3-1.
What a pass. He holds onto the puck just long enough to freeze the goalie. Got to respect the shot anytime D-Mart has the puck, so I get it. That's just a great play. It's a 3-on-1 that's going to end up in the back of the net more often than not. And it's looking grim.
Oh, that is even more so. Swag just finding some space.
And he, and can I say teabag? Because that's what he did to him on the way into the net. Look, it's ugly.
That is a really difficult one. Wizzy, the only assist on that one, but back-to-back goals, including one basically right off the faceoff. And now the goaltender trying to pick up an assist, perhaps, as D-Mart broken out by the netminder. Cortez will just bank it back to D-Mart. He's behind the net. Trying to build on this 4-1 lead, this 3-goal advantage.
That happened fast, didn't it?
Lightning quick. We've, in just a few minutes of game time, maybe 90 seconds of real time here, we went from being
quicker than Mike Keenan's tenure in Boston.
And there is another goal. Sober Enough has the hat trick all in this period. And this one is also on the verge of being a blowout. It is 5-1. Tons of time for my Mike Keenan story at some point.
Yeah. At some point, though, this becomes mental now for Money Puck. They have, for the majority of the series, they've played them tight, honestly. And it's just, this might be one of those teams of destiny. They might not lose a game. I can't believe it. Cosmic might not see the ice.
90 seconds left in the second period.
That's the risk.
And we have seen players. We have seen in this period 4 goals scored by Superkick Party, all in response to a goal from Money Puck, as they had another opportunity there. Final 10 seconds of this period, maybe trying to make this a 3-goal game going into the locker room, make it a little bit more competitive, but puck sent out. And this is going to be a delayed penalty as well. So to start the third period, it's going to be a power play chance for Superkick Party.
The rich get richer.
Sober Enough, a hat trick, all 3 in that period. 3 of the 4 goals scored by Superkick Party in the frame. Amazing to think that the first goal scored in the second period was scored by Money Puck to make it a 1-1 game as we go to the locker rooms with a 5-1 lead for Superkick Party.
It just happened so fast. It just, the momentum when these guys get going, and they've been doing it to teams all year. when they get going like this, man, they steamroll. They don't stop. Sober enough, starting to feel it. When he starts to feel it, he pots them like 3-4 at a time. That's how he's always been, though. You know, he's either really quiet or you look down and Sober enough has 8 points, and there's like no in between with that guy. Sells a lot of merch, though.
Definitely.
And I've left the part out that my name's on that same merch. That's really why it's up. But we're gonna let him have his moment. He's in the.
Yeah, and he's having quite the finals as well. In addition to the hat trick, he picked up an assist back in the first period. He's had quite the series. I mean, basically everybody for Superkick Party has. Superkick Party will go back to the power play to open up this third period as well. It'll be one of the forwards going off. That is BTW, who took the penalty for Money Puck. So 2 minutes of power play time to open up period number 3. They were 0 for 1 back in game number 2, but 3 for 3 in game number 1. I don't know if it truly will matter here in game number 3 if they can convert or not, but you know, we'll see if they can make it a full touchdown.
They're gonna need to score more goals in this period than they've scored all series so far. Yeah, I don't see it.
Money Puck with a shorthanded opportunity here. Playing it back was Hall of Fame. Long slap shot, that one blocked, and now a breakaway chance the other way. DeMart to close out the power play. Can he get on the board? Fakes out the goaltender, but can't get it in. But wrapping it around and scoring is Wizzy. It's immediately waved off. There is some kind of contact. I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Sober enough made contact, but that contact had nothing to do with the goal being given up.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know, if we could send that one back to Toronto, we would. Again,
Sure.
I don't know if that goal is going to really matter in the grand scheme of things.
I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of this game, per se, but imagine if this was a tight one.
Power play chance going the other way. Money Puck will go on the man advantage. 17:23 to go here in this game. Tie up off the draw, and it will be Superkick Party picking things up as Sober Enough will take the puck, bank it out of the zone. So as Money Puck gets going here, I'm going to return to my Mike Keenan story since it's now a 5-1 game.
Please.
So Mike Keenan was the head coach of the Florida Panthers in the early aughts, in the early 2000s, and was fired. The Panthers were at the very beginning of their run of over a decade of not making the playoffs, and Keenan was the head coach, and he was let go, as were a number of head coaches in that time. A couple of years later, the Florida Panthers fired their GM, Rick Dudley, and they were also trying to bring in Jacques Martin, was named their new head coach. And as we go back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey, Swag out of the box, nothing doing on the man advantage for Money Puck. So coming in to become the new GM, as we have a breakaway chance for Cortez, goes to the backhand and just tucks it in. Cortez makes this a 6-1 game. That is the conclusion of a touchdown right there. Cortez scored on a breakaway opportunity.
Good read by Cortez in a 5-1 game here. But you can take those risks.
And at this point, why not? It's going to be a 3-0 series, barring a miracle beyond miracles for Money Puck here.
Pack this one.
Mike Keenan, though, was brought back in to be the GM of the Florida Panthers. So he was fired as the head coach, and then a year later, he was promoted to general manager. And
That
typically,
can't happen often. Like,
no, it can't. You see it at least a decent little bit where GM becomes the head coach, at least in an interim capacity. The Panthers have done that. Doug McClain was the GM of the Blue Jackets, and upon firing one of their coaches, became the interim head coach of the Blue Jackets. You do see that where the GM will step into that role at times, but you don't often see a head coach get fired and then promoted. Like you will, I can't think of a case offhand where a head coach has become the GM, at least not in hockey. Like John Gruden has, I believe technically was hired as the head coach and then kind of became the GM for the now Las Vegas Raiders. Centering feed trying to make that extra point is Sober Enough as he's trying to get his fourth goal. We're down to 8 minutes left in this contest here. But I can't think of a situation in hockey where a head coach, like especially not someone who gets fired and then brought back, like that could happen in like a smaller capacity or the same capacity. I mean, the New York Yankees famously fired their manager, Billy Martin, and brought Billy Martin back to be the manager 18 times.
That's crazy. He will.
It wasn't exactly 18. That's a slight exaggeration, but not.
Yeah, but I mean,
not as much of an exaggeration as it would.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's the great Seinfeld scene where George Steinbrenner talking about having to let a few people go over the years, and it's, Billy Martin, so-and-so, Billy Martin,
Yeah.
so-and-so, Billy Martin. Billy Martin was fired on a Tuesday, rehired on a Wednesday. Technically, he was fired and rehired as the manager of the Yankees, but you don't often see someone fired from one role and hired back shortly after into a higher position.
He's the coach, but how would you like to run the team?
Right. Right. So, yeah, no, Roberto Luongo didn't really seem to, do great things under you as the head coach. So we think that we should put you in charge of trying to trade him. Yeah, that was a whole thing. I actually wrote a college paper on that trade.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I had like an English 101 class. There's a one-time feed, goes right to Wizzy, and he has his second goal of this game.
Here's the extra point for you.
D-Mart and Sober Enough going to get the assists.
Is there
now
any
a
way
7-1 game
that these guys can pull out Game 4 and then make some noise tomorrow night? Or whatever night it continues?
Wednesday, I don't know. I mean, I think that if no team has beaten Superkick Party yet this postseason, they're now going to be, in a minute's time, they're going to be 11-0. And D-Mart trying to just maybe capitalize, feed Sober Enough, and that is his fourth of this game.
Yeah. I'm demoralized watching it. So if you're on Money Puck right now, you know what I mean? You now have to go play Game 4. You're starting off, which is nice, but this is... You're staring down the barrel of a team that's 11-0. You had
that just converted the 2-point conversion on you.
Yeah.
Maybe going for 9. Here's D-Mart yet again. The feedback for Wizzy. Thought he was going to try to get it to Sober Enough, but didn't have the space. Cortez out of the zone, and I think accidentally makes a slap shot back into his own end. Yeah, I don't know if you're Money Puck how you do it. I mean, it's, the old cliche of one game at a time. You've got to win one tonight in order to be able to play, on Wednesday. As Wizzy just threw a huge body check, I believe on Hall of Fame.
They don't have that guy in the lineup tonight that can, you know what I mean, that can literally just go and make something happen against D-Mart's team, against Super Kick Party. They just don't have that guy tonight. So it's going to have to be a complete team effort in Game 4 to get to that next night. Like, it's going to have to be like they played in Game 1. They did it in Game 1. They had them. That was their game. Game 2, they played them tight pretty much, the whole way. What happened there can't happen again. 22 shots to 9.
Yeah, both teams 0 for 2 on the power play in that one, but it didn't really matter. 9-2 were the shots in the third period. I am being sent some information here on former people who were fired only to be promoted. Bobby Clark was a player, then coach, retired to become general manager, got fired, hired back as a senior vice president a year and a half later, then stepped down back into the GM role 2 years later. So I appreciate Pale giving that information. That is, if that's the example, though, if we're going with Bobby Clark and his time as the GM of the Flyers, and we're going with, Mike Keenan and his time as GM of the Panthers, I don't know if those are going to be the best. Like, I think that is Exhibit A and Exhibit B as to why you don't do that. Bobby Clark, I mean, he made a lot of great signings, brought in some great players. The Flyers of that era, especially in the early 2000s, had some really great runs. I don't recall if he was GM at the time when they went to the Stanley Cup final against Detroit when they were swept in the late 90s, mid-late 90s. But in the early 2000s, Bobby Clark as GM made some, to bring in Jeremy Roenick, to bring in, uh, to get Mark Recchi to come back, to get, they built a great roster of players. Jeremy Roenick, Simone Gagne, John LeClaire, Recchi, Keith Primo, some great defensemen as well. But when you look at trades, again, one of the worst trades of the last 20 years, and it would be remembered as such if any of the players ended up working out as they could have. Tony Amani was on that team. Yep. But the trade that always jumps out at me, and this is again why I judge Bobby Clark maybe a little bit harshly, but uh, the um, when the Flyers acquired Adam Oates from the Washington Capitals, they traded their top goaltending prospect. Oates was like 40. It was a 1-year rental, and he was probably going to retire. What's that?
He was almost done at that point, Oates.
Oh, he was done. He didn't really even have an impact on the postseason at that point.
No.
He was, I mean, an incredible player in his career with Boston and even with Washington. But
Yep.
At the time of being acquired, he was not an impact player. He was like a second, third line center. They traded their top goaltending prospect, a guy who did not end up working out, but was still at the time a top goaltending prospect for a team that desperately needed a young goaltender. Roman Cechmanek was really good in the regular season, never did well in the postseason for the Flyers. But they traded him, the goaltending prospect, and a third-round pick, and a second-round pick, and a first-round pick, and to get Adam Oates at like 40 years old. And I have always thought that had to be a situation where that was a situation of like Bobby Clark offering the Capitals a piece for Adam Oates, and before the trade could be accepted, going, is that not enough? What if I throw in this? And then again, before they could go like, yes, 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 they just go, if that's not enough, what if I throw in this? Because, I mean, a third-round pick for Adam Oates at that point is probably fair. A second-round pick, if you just have to give it up. I mean, we've seen rentals go for first and second-round picks now, but usually they're going to be more of an, predicted to be more of an impact player than a 40-year-old Adam Oates. So again, if you're talking about whether or not you should consider hiring back a coach that you fired a year ago in a promotion in charge as a general manager, the answer is probably no.
Yeah.
As long as there was a reason behind firing that coach.
I have a soft spot for Adam Oates too, because I grew up as a kid watching. I'm a Boston guy, so
sure.
It was Neely and Oates and all those guys, Craig James. So I love Adam Oates, but I remember when that happened, I was like, ew. I think that's all I said was like, ew. He's 400 years old.
Yeah, it was. I don't honestly remember if Oates played beyond that season, but if he did, I can't imagine that he, had any kind of an impact. I think that like the only comparison you can go as far as age goes, and it's not even a totally fair comparison simply because of the fact that the dude had years left despite being way older than Oates was at the time. But like when the Panthers acquired Jaromir Jagr from the Devils, I think it was from the Devils, like the haul that was given up in that kind of a situation, like that's probably what should have been given up by the Flyers to get Adam Oates.
Yeah, what was that trade for Jagr?
A second-round pick and a conditional third. Furthering my point, Jagr, I don't know that it was a guarantee at that point that Jagr had a ton left in the tank, but I think that he was expected to have more left than Oates was at the time of that trade. And
Jagr, he was 40, 50. He ended up having a couple good seasons with Florida. 50.
He had great years with Florida.
Yeah.
And not only that, but he was responsible for helping the development of Alexander Barkov and Jonathan Huberdeau and Vincent Trocheck, even beyond what they would have developed into without him. I mean, just playing with him. I mean, I was actually with the Panthers when they acquired Yager, and getting to interview those guys, the young guys, just talking about the excitement about being able to play with someone like Yager, being a line mate. I mean, I think it may have been Trocheck, it may have been Barkov. At one point, scored 2 goals in a game, and when he was interviewed after the game, he said that Yager had gone up to him and been like, "Kid, just shoot. You've got a great shot. Just shoot the puck." And he did, and he ended up with 2 goals in the game, in a game that they won. And so, that was a trade where I think that if Clark had given up a second and a conditional pick for Oates, it still would have been a lot. But, even if it was a second with the condition that it became a first, if the Flyers moved into, the conference finals or the Stanley Cup final or something, that would have been, at least it would have been reasonable.
Yeah, then it's worth it. I mean, we see trades all the time too, where on paper, if you go and look back at them, you're like, "Ooh, they lost that trade." But if you remember correctly, okay, yeah, but they did win the cup by making that trade.
Right.
So, like, did you really,
There's
think of a couple examples like that? Rich Peverly for Blake Wheeler. That
Yep.
happened, but they won the cup. So there's that. That's your trade-off.
Yeah. You could also look at the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2004, one of the weirdest trades they made with the Flyers, the team they beat in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2004. A year prior, they traded I think it was Sami Kapanen for Ruslan Fedotenko.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was basically like an early first-round pick for Fedotenko or something like that. It became Sami Kapanen. And Fedotenko played a huge role in the Lightning winning the Stanley Cup in 2004, especially in that series against the Flyers.
Nope.
And that was just gigantic. And we will see, though, who might play a huge role here in this fourth game. Money Puck opting for the solid black uniforms here, but it's Demart with a breakaway the other way. He's caught up with, but still an opportunity for that wrister on goal. Nice glove save made by Yin, as Superkick Party in the white had the big chance.
Good save. Get that out of the way. Maybe feel good about yourself, and he's trying to build off it right now because he gave up an 8 spot in the last game, and I guarantee you he's not happy with it.
Drew Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by SO here on the broadcast. We are in game number 4. It is a 3-0 series in favor of Superkick Party, who has won 11 out of 11 games that they have played thus far in the postseason. Money Puck trying to force this series into a night 2, which would be on Wednesday, and they're going to have a power play chance here early on in this first period. I don't know if that was an inadvertent pause or if we're going to get a timeout called going into the power play, but we had a disconnect.
Yeah.
We did have a disconnect here, and that was going to be just kind of go through the...
Oh, no, they didn't. Who did they lose? Yeah, is it Demart?
Oh, no, you know what? I'm sorry. That's not a disconnect because you don't see Demart's name.
Demart. Okay,
yes.
That's right.
Thought it was a disconnect. It was not, at least not on the Superkick Party side. We do have a tripping penalty called against Superkick Party.
False alarm.
Oh, those accents. All right. Offensive zone draw for Money Puck, but it was won away by Superkick Party and sent all the way down the ice. And Demart will be the first to get to it. Short-handed chance, perhaps, as he plays it back up top for Wizzy. Long shot taken, generates a rebound chance, but it's skated out of the zone by Money Puck. Money Puck was 0 for 2 on the power play in the last game. They are 0 for 5 with the man advantage in this series, and they are offside with 15:44 to go in the first and 1:04 left to go here on the power play. Money Puck was 36% with the man advantage during the regular season. Superkick Party just 17% with the man advantage during the regular season, but those numbers could not be more different thus far in this series.
What do you make of that when that happens? You see that a lot, not only here in video game world, but you see it in the NHL as well, where a team they'll have just a bad power play or a bad penalty kill or something. Then they make the playoffs, and it's like a switch gets flipped, and now all of a sudden they're hitting it like a 40% clip on the power play, and it happens all the time.
I think that it's because of sample size. Is we're about to go 5-on-4 in favor of Superkick parties. Now they will have a power play for about 99 seconds. That really comes down to the ability to go on a run in the postseason and have it stand out. Whereas in the regular season, you're going to go on a run and then you're going to go on a drought, and it'll even out over the course of 82 games or 70 games in a season like this. So I think that that's really what you're looking at, is that the regular season is probably more of an indicator as far as how skilled they are on the power play. Like if the postseason were to continue for 20, 30 more games beyond what it does, the numbers would probably even out.
Yeah.
But it's just a situation of, sometimes it's the hottest goalie that wins. We're back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. Each team now 0 for 1 in the power play. Sometimes the hot goalie that will win, at least make it to the Stanley Cup final. We've seen that with J.S. Jaguar doing that for the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim 20 years ago. You see it.
His boy. Whew.
Right. Quick chance now, and trying to tuck that one in was Money Puck, but hugging the post was B-Crips, and he'll hang on for the whistle, making sure that knife did not just stick that one right into the back of the net. So really, I think that's really what it comes down to, is that it's, you're talking about a bubble of a series of games that shot whistles wide. You're having a much smaller sample size, especially in a case like Superkick Party, who, may only play 12 games this postseason. And will play somewhere between 12 and 15 in the postseason. And so their sample size is significantly lower, even for an abbreviated or shorter regular season like 239 compared to the NHL.
Right.
As DMart did not get that breakaway chance, could not sneak around the final defender, and could not get a shot on goal. Now an offensive opportunity for Money Puck with the chance. Hall of Fame centered that one, but it was intercepted by Cortez and moved out to DMart. Feet on head for Wizzy as he enters the zone.
Something to talk about, too, is DMart, who is widely considered, he's one of the league's best players, one of the league's OGs. It's funny, he hasn't won a cup since season 1. As far as I know, I think that's a thing. I can't recall him being on the winning team. And here we are. What is it, season 15?
Season 15. One win away.
It's been a while, and he could clinch it right now.
Cortez trying to just dump that puck in, send it into the netting, or maybe it went to a girl from Shawinigan. We never know.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, I know. I'm only going to drop that once per broadcast, though. So that's kind of the limit. Otherwise, it becomes a little too repetitive.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to drop it a couple times a game at least. Isn't that what you do?
Hey, I just try to pay homage. I don't try to imitate. So. DMart in the offensive end, down low, right around the goal line, feeds it beneath. Cortez, the defenseman, pinching in deep, and now getting it back at the top of the circle. Feed for DMart. His shot is blocked. That may factor into a little bit of an injury, perhaps. One-time feed across. Sober could not get it as it was intercepted by Hall of Fame and moved out of the zone. 3 minutes left here in the first period. We are still scoreless in Game 4. Could be a decisive Game 4. If Superkick Party can come away with the win, they would complete their third sweep of the postseason. Money Puck, meanwhile, trying to force a second night's worth of games. If Money Puck is able to win this game, we will see you for games 5, 6, and 7, whichever may be necessary on Wednesday night.
Money Puck playing super passive right now.
They do appear to be trying to not lose the game as much more so than trying to win this game.
I mean, I
as
get
that
it.
puck's sent out of the zone.
I get it.
We're going to have an icing.
So they're trying to get to night 2. They know what's at stake. They know that if they do get to night 2, they can actually make something happen for sure. But it starts right now. So I think that's why you're seeing them kind of literally all 5 back.
Well, period number 1 will come to a close with the score still sitting at 0-0. Very few shots on goal, just 3 between the teams, 2 for Superkick Party and 1 for Money Puck. The face-offs won in that period. What jumping out to me there? 7-2 in favor of Superkick Party. That's probably something that you're going to want to adjust. The time on the attack obviously is also a 3-to-1 ratio in favor of Superkick Party, but you've got to win some key face-offs if you're Money Puck to make sure that when you're in the offensive end and you got a face-off there that you can stay in the offensive end. And on the other side of things, when you're in the defensive end, you do not want Superkick Party to get anything going.
Not only that too, but with the style that they played in the first period, it kept Superkick Party off the board, sure, but there was nothing to speak of as far as an offensive chance for Money Puck, and you got to put one in.
They will have the first offensive opportunity of period number 2, but a nice steal. Make sure that does not result in a shot, and then Demart will just do a cross-ice dump. Chasing it down is Wizzy. Feeds Demart, and his just little chip towards the net went well wide. Loose puck, scooped up by Demart, sober enough. On the back end, now trying to move to the forehand and forcing his way towards the slot, but knocked off the puck was sober.
Pass
Good
that old
check
man.
by
Pass
Cortez.
that.
Cortez scoops it up just inside the blue line and then immediately loses it. Rush the other way from Money Puck. Well defended. Swag with the just beautiful, picture-perfect steal. Feeds Demart, and then the bank pass along behind the net to Sober. Now Wizzy down low. Demart could not get a shot off as it was stolen away. Money Puck doing a good job defensively here, but it's at the cost of a bit of offense. That long shot was deflected a little bit by Demart. Swag with that shot from the point. Demart may have gotten the tip on it, but Yin making the stop and hanging on for the whistle with 15:03 left in this middle period.
I like that play. That's on purpose by Swag. He knows what he's doing.
Money Puck controlled off the draw and exited the zone successfully. Quick shot from the point. Blasted right into Demart. And now out of the zone, trying to touch back up, was BTW. And now another intercept by Demart as he will enter the offensive end and get knocked down and right into the stanchion. And that's going to be a trip on Young Buffalo. I thought he got checked into the stanchion. He was actually just
I saw
tripped.
the same situation you did. I really did.
Quick shot off the faceoff by Swag. Turned aside by the blocker. Puck loose in the slot. Yin reaching out will cover up for the whistle. Just 22 seconds into this power play. Yeah, the animation, I thought that he just got crushed, but then you see the penalty. I'm like, okay. But I guess it was just the stick in the skates there.
Yep, stick in the skates, face first in the stanchion. I like it.
Demart scooping it up right off the face-off, so trying to set something up here. Cortez with it. Circling around. Feed towards the center. Did not get all of the shot was Wizzy. Demart keeps it in the zone momentarily, but then finally back towards neutral ice. Quickly stolen away the other way. Cortez in the offensive end just pushes it towards the corner as he was pressured. And now Money Puck will send it 3/4 of the way down the ice as Demart slowed it down. Final 15 seconds of the man advantage. Wizzy centered for Cortez. Back for Demart. Wrister blocked in front. Demart scooping it up. Chance trying to get it back down low for Wizzy, and it was intercepted and moved out as the power play came to an end.
It was a great look for Wizzy in the corner there, but even better play by him. Take it away.
BTW fed Young Buffalo for a one-timer, and that slap shot just whistled way wide into the corner. So no shot on goal out of that. And now perhaps a chance trying to feed on a breakout, trying to get up to Demart, but it was intercepted and moved back in. Long shot, blocked by Demart. He's just using his body to block these shots early on in this game in the first half and couple minutes, half and change of this contest.
Between the licks he's been taking all series and the shot blocks, he's going to have some luck.
Icing whistle, 7:37 to go in this second period. Offensive zone draw for Money Puck. We remain scoreless in a crucial Game 4 between Superkick Party and Money Puck. Puck taken out of the zone. Nice little between the legs pass up for Demart, thrown by Wizzy. As Demart enters the zone, keeps possession. Demart down low, knocked down. Big hit right around the low slot. And now a chance the other way, but that shot slowed down and blocked. Now Money Puck with that nice steal, keeping it in deep in the zone. Cortez tried to clear it, but it ended up going to Swag, and he could not clear it out. 5 minutes left to go in period number 2. Offensive zone chance for Money Puck as they've established a zone presence, only for Demart to make the steal and get it to Sober enough. Beat for Wizzy, entering the zone offensively. Wizzy War trying to center, but that went off a couple skates, and Money Puck will clear the zone successfully. Nice steal by Demart, taking it right back. We're just trading possession here. Bit of a feeling out process of sorts here.
Yeah, a lot of neutral zone play in this game so far.
That seems to be to the advantage of Money Puck, but they've not really capitalized on it. I say it's to their advantage simply because it's 0-0 still.
Yeah, they're not losing yet. So that's a start.
You got to do more than that, though, if you're going to try to force a night number 2.
Yep.
And going offside with 1:09 to go in the second period is not exactly what I was referring to.
Nope. But
3-0 series, 0-0 game. Superkick Party with a chance to win the Season 15 championship if they could pick up a win here in game number 4. D-Mart with the steal in his own end, moves it out and sends it up ahead. Picking it back up. Feed. Slap shot was blocked. That attempt from Swag. Cleared out of the zone. 6 seconds left. And maybe a long pass we will see here. Gets out of the zone, but no, as the second period comes to a close, as we stay scoreless after 2. So someone is going to get on the board first, but it's not going to be in the first 40. And whoever gets that go-ahead goal in period number 3 is certainly going to be giving their team a big advantage. As you take a look at another big hit as D-Mart doing a DDP yoga split right in front of the blue paint.
And I think if you told Money Puck they could have a tie game going into the third in this one, take it. That's where they're at. They have a chance in the game. They need. I can't even remember the last time they had a good scoring chance though. Like I'm watching these games. Like when's the last time? Oh my God, they almost had that. Like they're not generating. They still have one shot on net.
Yeah, shots on goal in that period, 2-0 in favor of Superkick Party. They've gotten 2 shots in each of the first 2 periods of play. 0 for 2 on the power play for Superkick Party, 0 for 1 for Money Puck. We saw special teams play a huge factor in game number 1. It is a 3-0 series here with 1 period left to be played in regulation time. Will we need overtime again? We needed it back in game number 1. We needed 2 overtimes in game number 1. This is game number 4. Money Puck in the offensive end. Feed on ahead was intercepted by Swag. And he'll pass up to Wizzy to exit the zone. D-Mart knocked down yet again. Took that check right shoulder to shoulder, I believe. But here's an offensive chance. One-time feed across for D-Mart was tipped away. Swag trying to throw a couple nice passes so far in this game. Some have been connected, some have not. Here's a chance. Ringing it off the iron was Money Puck, as that was the best chance they have had, but still they sit at 1 shot on goal for the game.
I never thought that was fair. You ping the post like that, you don't even.
I think it's just a statistical thing. When you go to advanced stats, you do count those. But you don't, because it's not a save and it's not a goal, so you can't count it as a shot.
I'm just saying, if I'm a player, I want. That's a shot.
Right. You just got to go with some Corsi or Fenwick there.
Yeah.
Cortez's shot ends up wide. We're about 6.5 gone by here in this period. Nice steal. Wizzy with the chance, trying to set up, but forced off the puck. A couple of players colliding for Money Puck, but they still combined to make that steal anyway. Wizzy gets up for Sober. He'll enter the zone. Quick wrister, and that one went just completely wide. I don't know how he missed the net or the goaltender from that perspective, but here's a chance down low for D-Mart, and his shot was blocked. This game is unlike any of the first 3 that we've seen in this series. This one is all defensive. Superkick Party's had some good offensive chances, but they're not getting shots through because Money Puck is just collapsing into the slot.
Yeah, and when they are getting shots through, they're going wide. Net.
Wizzy with the steal. Circles back, gives it up to Sober. Sober enough will get into the zone, hand it over for Wizzy in the corner.
There by
circling. Trying to backhand it. And there's a chance and a shot on goal for D-Mart, but it was turned aside. Puck still in the corner. D-Mart trying to chase it down, but it's sent out, not quite out of the zone. Held in at the point. Sober is there to try to keep it in, but it's finally out of the zone for Money Puck, and they're in the offensive end with 7:40 to go here in regulation. Quick feed and a one-timer right into the glove of B-Crips, who's tested for the first time since the first period.
And I told you, he doesn't like to be cold. But he looked good in that one.
Nice save made there. It's just his second save of the game. He hasn't really been needed very much. but he keeps it 0-0. Under 7 minutes to go, and Wizzy will enter the zone offside. 6:42 left in regulation time. Neutral ice face-off right in front of the Money Puck bench. And Money Puck will win it back. Nice steal immediately by DeMart. Gets it in the zone. Here's Wizzy. Quick wrister on goal right in the glove of Yin. And he will hang on with 6:06 to go in the third period. Good opportunity. Yin was playing it a little deep and a little off the post. So a good idea. But a good active glove there by the netminder for Money Puck.
Yeah, Yin's been solid this game. It was so important for him to get off to a good start in this one, too, after the last game. You know what that could do for a goaltender, their mind.
Neutral ice battle, and Money Puck enters the zone offensively, but immediately turns it over. We could have an odd man rush the other way. Here comes DeMart with some help. Try to take the shot. It's left for Wizzy. Can't try to tuck it in as he pushed it a little wide of the net. Good job defensively there by Money Puck, the one defenseman that was back, as he managed to shut down what could have been a 3-on-1 chance. Ooh, and Wizzy offside as he had to slow down a little bit, and sober enough could not slow down.
Creative, good idea. Just
good thought, but it was well defended.
Yep.
And that's kind of been the story so far. We are probably looking at a 1-0 final score here in game number 4, as we are down to 2 minutes left. About a minute and 15 seconds of real time remaining in this contest in regulation time. Who will break the scoreless tie? Wizzy, down low, on the goal line. Gets it across for DeMart. Under a minute to go. Up top for Cortez. Circles it back for DeMart. Tries to get behind the net and does. Still with possession. DeMart crushed into the boards, and Money Puck will scoop it up and play it out of the zone. 45 seconds left. Money Puck entering the zone offensively. Gets it down low. Quick wrister. Rebound is loose, and Cortez does a great job of sweeping it wide to the boards, and DeMart skates it out and into the offensive end. Wizzy chasing it down. 32 seconds left in this game. DeMart with it, battling for it in the corner. Gets it up top for Cortez. Little bit of space. They're only playing 4 in the offensive zone. And now Money Puck with it. Exiting and entering the offensive end, but turning it over. Long breakout pass for DeMart, intercepted by Hall of Fame. Final dozen seconds of regulation time. This one definitely going to end 1-0, but who will come away with the win? DeMart in the offensive end. Drops it off. Sober enough, trying to center it back. Money Puck plays it towards the boards, and we are going to overtime in game number 4.
0-0 in game 4 of an elimination. Listen, they have a shot to win it. I think it's going to have to be knife in your guts, man. It's going to have to be that guy if it's going to be my opinion. He's probably their most talented offensive player out there right now. He's going to have to be the guy for me if they want this thing to go to Wednesday night.
It will be interesting to see. Knife has the most recent goal for Money Puck, as the shots were 5-3 in regulation. Money Puck actually out shooting Superkick Party 2-1 in that period, technically, as neither broke through. Knife scored a goal, the only goal in game number 3 that made it a 1-1 game. The only goal for Money Puck, rather, in game number 3. Most recent goal scored by Superkick Party was Sober Enough, who scored his 4th of the game to close out the scoring in game number 3. It'll be interesting to see what will happen here in game number 4.
I think DeMart's just going to take over. It's it. He wants his cup. He doesn't want to play Wednesday. Watch for DeMart Gaming to just end this.
Money Puck has only scored 3 goals so far in this series. Knife in Your Guts has 2 of them. As a quick shot on goal is turned aside by B-Crips, and he'll just cover up with 19:16 to go. The other one was the first goal scored in the series. BTW who got the scoring started back in game number 1.
All the way 2 hours ago. Remember they were up 2-0?
They were up 2-0 in game number 1, and then they took 3 penalties at third in the second overtime period. Centering feed, that shot goes wide from Wizzy, and now DeMart in the corner trying to set things up. They're buzzing a little bit. Wizzy's shot deflected a little bit high. That one could have been dangerous, but fortunately for Money Puck, ended up about a foot high and wide of the net. Chance for money puck in the offensive end. Quick wrister on goal, just trying to get it on goal to B-Crips as he'll just hang on. A little over 3 minutes, 3:03 gone by here in the overtime period.
I don't hate any shot they take right now.
You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Another big collision as DeMart takes another huge check. And now a steal by DeMart. In the offensive end, setting something up. Push towards the goal, and Yin, good job of holding his position to make that save, because if he had gone cross ice trying to maybe make a play on the one-time pass that DeMart was probably thinking of, he would have been out of position for that redirected puck that ended up just going right on goal. Tie up off the draw, and Wizzy will scoop it up. Taken right back by Money Puck and cleared out of the zone. Just over 5 minutes gone by here in this overtime period. Battle for possession. It's sent in deep. Chance, and BTW just sent it a little bit wide. Cortez put it on ahead, and now Wizzy. Center ice face-off dot, and now in the offensive end. Just sends it in deep. DeMart trying to chase, but it was well played there by Crispy and played back towards center ice. Steal, and Money Puck gets it in the offensive end. But another steal. And now a breakout chance, but the pass from Wizzy was a little bit too far ahead of DeMart, and in fact, it will go for an icing. You could see what Wizzy War was trying to do there, trying to feed DeMart for a breakaway, trying to feed him for a breakout, but the bank pass didn't get the bounce off the boards he was hoping for.
And he lost the foot race, a couple extra tacos.
DeMart in the offensive end now in the corner, trying to set things up. Quick wrister, puck is loose in the blue paint, still loose and now forced wide. The slapper to try to clear is blocked by DeMart. Money Puck will skate it out of the zone finally. A little over 9 minutes gone by and an offside whistle against Money Puck with 10:34 to go in this overtime period. A 3-0 series in favor of Superkick Party. They are 11-0 in the playoffs. Money Puck will need to make that 11-1 if they want to play on Wednesday night and have a chance to try and mount this huge comeback. DeMart trying to give his team the game winner. Wizzy Ward down low. The wrister is turned aside by Yin. And now Money Puck moving the other way. Opportunity on the rush. Puck swept on goal, but B-Crips making the stop and forcing it wide. Another Omaha play attempt, but that will yet again go for an icing. 8:12 left in OT.
You see DeMart's gas meter. He's got a lot of his gas back.
Tie up off the draw. Quick shot, blocked. Now DeMart moving out of the zone. His pass up for Sober Enough was intercepted and sent back. A little too slow to go for an icing, so Wizzy will play it. Wizzy War, center ice. Cross, got it across the opposing blue line, but not with possession. As Money Puck moves it into the offensive end. Good job of getting away from Sober Enough. Long shot taken by Crispy, and that one kicked aside. Here's a chance. BTW wrister right into the glove of B-Crips, and he will hang on. 5:34 left in OT. We stay scoreless.
This is the style of game Money Puck probably had to play from the beginning, honestly. Even though I kind of went on record in the beginning saying, man, they look a little too passive, but, you know, here they are, and they're in it.
Cortez completed the pass for Sober Enough, but he immediately turned it over. And now Money Puck regrouping, getting it back in the offensive end. Now with a chance. One-time feed to the slot. The puck was loose. Good job there getting into that shooting area by Swag and making the steal, as that one will be covered up by B-Crips. But a beautiful play by Swag, making sure that that one-timer did not result in what would have been a really dangerous shot on goal.
Yeah, Wizzy was in there too. I think Wizzy got a piece of.
Swag moving with it. He has Wizzy protecting him, and now gets it up for DeMart, who immediately gets knocked down and off the puck. Money Puck trying to make a nice little spin move, but losing possession of it. That was a dangerous move, and DeMart will keep it in the zone. And now a penalty. A power play in overtime is coming up for Superkick Party.
What do you think? Is this it?
It very well could be. 0 for 2 on the power play thus far in this game, but they have been great in the series. Really, they were only great back in game number 1. They're 0 for their last 5. But here comes Wiziwar, centering it for Sober, and that one forced back towards the corner boards. Wizzy will chase it down with possession. Wizzy for Cortez. Moving along the outside hash marks. Quick wrister, that one deflected by Demart and wide. And then Hall of Fame will just take that slap shot all the way down the ice. And because we're in overtime and because we're nearing the final minute, this power play is going to be basically entirely in real time. Huge advantage for Superkick Party, but Money Puck yet again will ice the puck.
That's a good point, too. Real time. That's a long time. Feels like an eternity when you're trying to kill off a penalty to save your season.
Demart for Wizzy. His quick shot is turned aside, and Yin will take no chances covering up with 55 seconds left on the penalty kill and a minute 10 left in this first overtime period.
This is a really good job by the goaltender Yin in a high-pressure game, an elimination game, giving his team all they can ask for.
Good job by Money Puck sending it in deep and also chasing it down. They got there first, but it'll be Swag skating it out. That pass off the mark. It's going to be icing against Superkick Party while on the power play with a little under a minute left to go in the period. Bad break on that pass attempt. And now Knife with an opportunity if he can win this face-off towards center ice, maybe to generate a chance. Won it the other way, and that quick little soft backhander by Hall of Fame was slow and blocked. They do kill off some additional time here. Demart in the offensive end. Final 25 seconds of the man advantage. Bank pass up top for Cortez. Cortez backs in. Nice little spin move. Drops it off for Wizzy. Wizzy with a little bit of space. Wrister turned aside. The rebound is there. Sober in the corner trying to center it, but he didn't have any teammates in the slot. And Money Puck will send it the length of the ice. Final 5 seconds of the man advantage. Swag just trying to set things up in the offensive end as we're back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. Final 13 seconds of this period. Looking for that wraparound try, but Yin will cover up with 10 seconds left in OT.
That's a good read by, is that Hall of Fame? That's a good read by the defender there from Puck, too.
We'll see if Wizzy can do something here. 9 seconds left. Can they win the draw? They do not. Great job by Young Buffalo winning that one, but Demart with the steal. In the corner, Wizzy War, wrister on goal, the puck is loose, and he covers up. 2.4 seconds to go in overtime. That was dangerous off of that forced turnover that Demart making that steal in the corner, and we will see what happens here. It's going to need a set play. Will Wizzy go for a tie-up and Sober Enough swoop in? No, wins it back. Quick shot, blocked. Wizzy, he tried to make the pass or the shot towards the net, but either way, it was a little too slow. And the first OT once again comes to a close without a goal. Shots were 5-4 in favor of Superkick Party in that overtime period. They are 0 for 3 with the man advantage. And as I was trying to point out, they are now 0 for 6 on the power play since the start of Game 2.
That's those averages you were talking about.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
They're now 3 for 9.
They're sick, man. Well, here they go now all of a sudden.
We will see what happens here in the second overtime. Back in the second overtime of game number 1, it was Swag coming away with the game winner. That one happened just a couple of minutes into the second overtime period as we had a quick offside to start OT number 2 here in game number 4. Again, Superkick Party. 1 goal here in this game, and they will win the series. And we will have another delayed penalty coming up against Money Puck. Another 2-minute power play as interference is called. And Knife in Your Guts is going off for 2.
I didn't see the penalty.
I didn't either. It must have been right off the faceoff. Faceoff is won by Money Puck and a quick slap shot, but it only gets it back towards neutral ice. Demart re-entering the zone. Towards the corner. Trying to move towards the slot. Now behind the net is Demart. Banks it around. Cortez steps in. Down low now. Cortez to the forehand. The puck was loose and picked up by Money Puck and sent the length of the ice. A really good job by the defenseman there for Money Puck. Just getting in there and just making that steal because Cortez was thinking about just moving across the crease and making that quick little wrister. But that puck is loose. Reaching out is Yin, and he'll cover up. 31 seconds to go on the power play for Superkick Party.
That was a really nice read by Cortez to jump into that play. He knows Wizzy's really good at reading that as well. He jumps back, covers for Cortez. He takes it right to the net, but Yin comes up with a big save there.
Tie up off the draw. Demart steps in, but it's Wizzy with possession. In the corner. Banks for Demart. Behind the net. Trying to find something to do. Gets it back for Wizzy War. A couple seconds away from being back to 5-on-5 as the penalty has yet again been killed. Here's Cortez. Long wrister deflected in front. Yin makes the save and covers up with 3:09 gone by in the second overtime period. Nothing doing on that power play either. Wizzy Ward trying to win that faceoff again in the offensive end, but Money Puck comes away with a big draw win. Now on the rush, puck loose, and we're going to have a power play chance for Money Puck. That's why the puck ended up in the back of the net, by the way, as it was touched and possessed to get the whistle. And right off the draw, a quick feed and a blocker save made by B-Crips on the one-timer. They went with a set play, and B-Crips was up to the task.
Yep, they knew they were going to win that faceoff too because Wizzy jumped.
Hall of Fame trying to get that cross-ice pass, but it was intercepted by Wizzy. And he skates it out of the zone and now feeds Sober Enough. Trying to spin in the offensive end, but lost possession. Did kill off some time here as we're now down to 45 seconds left on the man advantage. BTW with a chance, drops it off. Quick wrister, and that one well wide of the net. You saw what he was trying to do to beat him on the blocker side, but not only did B-Crips cover the post, but that shot was way wide. We are back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey here as Swag came out of the box. About a third of the way through this second overtime period as we stay at 0-0. Nice steal by BTW, drop pass, quick slap shot taken, and B-Crips making the glove save and hanging on for the whistle. 7:03 gone by here in the second overtime. We are now 87 minutes and 3 seconds into game number 4. Clean face-off win by Wizzy, but Cortez's clearing pass was blocked. Another clearing pass intercepted from Swag, but at least got back towards neutral ice. And now Demart in the offensive end. In the corner. Demart gets behind the net, trying to find a passing lane. Backhander on the wraparound, and the series is over. It's a series sweep. It's a postseason sweep. The captain Demart hands the 239 Hockey League Championship to Superkick Party.
Had a feeling it was going to be him. It's fitting. You know, what a job by that team. They just went 12-0. You know, that's, I don't care what you do, what league you're in, what form of competition. Anytime you have to sweep your way to a victory like that, yikes. That's a good show by those guys.
And a great performance there. Swag will get an assist on that one. B-Crips making 9 stops, picking up his second shutout of the series. And it is the third time that he's given up 1 goal or fewer in that one. But Superkick Party, league champions for season 15. They swept Spinning and Winning. They swept the Odd Smurfs, and now they have swept Money Puck. They don't do 2 nights worth of games. They just win it all on night number 1.
Oh, I mean, you know, what's the saying? Eat now, taste later. Look at him. Look at him.
I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's better without the audio.
Yes, it's much better. I happen to know him. I've met the man. That's not really an act, what you're seeing there. That's him. That's the all-Canadian Canadian.
The all-Canadian picking up the series-winning goal. So Drew Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, and S.O. We are wrapping up here as Superkick Party wins the 239 Hockey League Championship for Season 15 in a series sweep over Money Puck, the number 1 seed, coming away with a 12-0 postseason performance and a league championship to boot. Normally we do 3 stars, but this is the end of the night. So who is your playoff MVP? Who is getting that award? It's got to be from Superkick Party. And if you want to give an honorable mention or 2 beyond that, that is fine as well.
You're looking at him. I mean, look, he put together an awesome team. First and foremost, he was the captain. Anytime you can take a guy like Sober enough and make him score 95 points, or however many points he had for the regular season, didn't make a trade, didn't need to. He had a well-oiled machine in Super Kick Party. I mean, B Crips, he's B Crips, and anytime you have a dedicated to playing properly in front of him, he's not going to give up very many goals. He's been doing this for a very long time, so that's my honorable mention. But D-Mart's, he's the MVP.
Yeah, Dmart, easy MVP for me. A tip of the hat to B Crips for his performance in the series. I mean, there were two games where they didn't necessarily need him to be big. They scored 8 goals in game number 3. They just had offensive onslaughts in that one, and in game number 2, they won 4-0. But he was as good as they needed him to be, and even better in a lot of cases. So an honorable mention to him. Sober enough. I mean, a 4-goal performance in game number 3 was big, even if again it was an 8-1 victory. But yeah, Dmart, easy MVP choice. Congratulations to Superkick Party. Congratulations to Dmart and all of them. It's been a fantastic season 15. It's been great to be able to be part of it, to be with USO here for this broadcast for the championship series. And as long as I've been here for the playoffs and for the regular season as well, it's been an absolute blast. As always, though, I will give you the final thought before we wrap things up.
It's tough to see. Uh, and again, we talked about it a little bit that the best player doesn't get to see the ice because they needed a win or two and they couldn't get it done. And I really would have liked to have seen how that series would have played out in a longer series where they really got tested with a little bit better of a lineup. It was a good lineup. Don't get me wrong, but great job. Kudos to them. They needed to sweep them. It wasn't easy. They did it, and they're the champs, man. That's it. Congratulations to them. Another great 239 hockey season. Season 16 will be coming around the corner, and we're gonna do it all over.
He is SO. I am Drew Goldfarb, aka Farbsy. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in for these featured series of the weeks throughout the season and the playoffs. Congratulations once again to Superkick Party on their 12-0 postseason performance and their 239 Hockey League Season 15 championship win. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Drew Goldfarb. He is SO. Stay safe out there and stay healthy as well. We will see you for Season 16.